Hello, friends. It's the grumpy old man, Sans TJ, today on the Islanders Never Say Die podcast live stream of the Washington Capitals versus the New York Islanders. And I just want to say up front, if you like this show, even if you don't like the show, subscribe, listen. We have a lot of fun. We love everyone who listens to this show, even the people who don't. But it's going to be the first meeting in Washington this season for the New York Islanders against the Washington Capitals. For those of you still dreaming of potentially a playoff spot for the Islanders, today is must win, right? Have to beat Washington. With the games in hand that we have over Washington, would be 8 points behind them. So today is must win. 4-point swing. And in goal today for the Islanders is Semyon Varlamov and Vitek Vanacek for the Washington Capitals. Let's see how it goes today. I'll be interested. And people are saying, well, where is TJ? Well, there's his empty chair. So he's bringing about as much to the podcast as he usually does, honestly. So no problem there. I know he was running a little bit late today, but he did set me up where we could start this game on time. And I appreciate it because without him, there would be no podcast. So there we go. And nice to see Peter Laviolette behind the bench for the Capitals. Interesting facts that I saw from the pregame show today that Pulock and Pelech. Pulock was a +6 in the last 7 games, and they were he was like a -14 earlier in the year when they were together earlier. So whatever's happened, getting them back together, they feel more comfortable, and it seems like things are going well. Here we are on the first line. They dropped the puck. The identity line is starting off for the Islanders. Lucky us. And I'll be interested to see. Hopefully, we don't get into any shorthanded situations today because Washington, who has been bad on the power play this year, is all of a sudden kind of picked it up with Nick Backstrom back. And he's really the key to their power play. You need that guy to set it up. And, of course, Alex Ovechkin is as great as he's always been. So no problems there from them. And then, of course, you have John Carlson quarterbacking that power play on the back end. We have our defense pairings today. Once again, Zdeno Chara is out there with Noah Dobson. Interested to see how that comes. Anders Lee has been extremely hot. I think he's got 7 goals in the last 4 games. Kyle Palmieri's been doing well as well. So let's see if the Islanders keep it up. Uh-oh.
Hello, grumpy old man. How are you today?
Oh, splendid.
Oh,
nice you to show up.
Fantastic. I know, Grumpy. I actually heard the intro. Not bad. Maybe I should let you do the intro from now on.
Well, I do everything better than you do. You know that.
Oh, man. I'll tell you. This game again. I heard you mention that, for those of you who are still dreaming or, would like to pontificate the fact that the Islanders could make the playoff spot. Today is a must-win against the Washington Capitals. Nice 2-on-1 opportunity by Brock Nelson, unfortunately intercepted and interrupted by the Washington Capitals defense.
Is there a reason why you're not wearing a shirt?
I am. This is a shirt.
Maybe you should wear a horse blanket over the top of your shirt.
Well, Grumpy, I don't want to get hot and sweaty. I just got done with the gym.
But you're blinding everyone.
This is how I get my tan on. I put these lights on, and it gets me nice and tan.
I'll tell you what. The Capitals have come out flying to start the game here.
Well, they have to, right? Oh, my God. What a bad turnover. Holy shit, Mayfield. Bad turnover.
Okay, so can you just let me know when there's the next puck drop after this frozen play here from Varlamov?
Okay, that's Connor McMichael. Grumpy old man. Number 24, Connor McMichael, one of the fated members of the Three Amigos.
Very true. Just let me know when they have puck drop, please.
I heard you the first 3 times, Grumpy, and I will. Don't you worry. I heard you. But, was that Pavillier or Mayfield who made that bad turnover? Nice save by Varley, keeping the Islanders in it early.
Yes. And that's, let's say they're showcasing Varlamov.
Puck drop.
Okay.
Yes, let's say they're showcasing Varlamov. This is a good game to showcase him in. A game, again, against a team that is in the playoff. Oh, look at that opportunity. Looky there.
Tell you what, nice. Who was that on the other? Oh, that was Pelech driving down low.
Yes, it was.
And it seems like they've kept Oliver Wahlstrom on Barzell's line with Zach Parise today.
Good, as it should be.
I love it. Just love it.
As it should be, grumpy old man. It was a good job by Pellick forcing that turnover. And I'll tell you, takes a nice little whack at it by Oliver Wahlstrom. Even though Wahlstrom did play with Matt Barzal last outing, he only played, like 9 or 10 minutes of ice time again? I'm just kind of like, why?
I think 7.5 or 8 minutes. It was nothing.
I don't get why we play him minimal minutes.
Me neither.
I understand we're scoring right now, but come on.
How do you expect him to get better? How do you expect him to get better sitting on the bench or playing, a shift here and a shift there? Wow, that was a lucky icing call.
I was wondering what the hell that was. I'm like, are they calling that icing? I mean, I'm not complaining, but my God, that did not look like an ice.
No, it looks like they were beaten.
Zdeno Chara. You think Big Z is going to score a goal this season in the regular season? 47 games he's played so far this year, 0 goals.
For some reason, I do think he's going to score today.
Today?
I mean, this season. I do think he's going to score it. I do.
Is that just?
I'm rooting hard for him to score. Every time, I mean, he's had a couple of chances where he's actually driven the net, and I would love to see him put one in. Wouldn't it be great? Really?
Well, with the Islanders, and then I could see him leave. That would be even better.
I think as long as they want him to play, as long as someone will say, yes, you can play, he's going to play. I don't think this will be as the last stop.
Hold on. You're talking about if I mean at the trade deadline, or do you mean he might play again next season?
Next season, I'm talking about.
Wow. Jesus Christ, that's bold, Grump.
No, what the heck? He plays top 4 minutes for the New York Islanders, who are probably going to be at 9th place in the Eastern Conference. Imagine what he could do for lesser teams.
My gosh, I'm sorry. He doesn't want to play for lesser teams. Nice pass by Alexander Ovechkin. Good job by Pellick breaking that up down low. I'll tell you, Washington has had a few chances, but it looks like this is going to be a little bit more of a run and gun style of hockey out here tonight.
It's fun to watch. It might not be best for us, but I like, the run and gun style.
Who doesn't?
It's always more entertaining.
It's entertaining hockey, that's for certain.
Ooh. I'll tell you what.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember Washington looking this fast.
They are forechecking hard and heavy. You're talking about a team that's engaged, right? I think they understand the implications of this game, right? Lose and you possibly give the Islanders a breath of life this season. You go ahead and win, you squash any chance that they have to making the playoffs.
And I think they've lost 3 of their last 5 games also.
Yep. So this is a must-win game for them.
Yeah. I think a couple of them were, of the overtime loss loser point variety, but still a loss is a loss, as you often say.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, about 5 minutes into the first period, an entertaining hockey to watch.
Yep.
I'd say Washington's had some of the better chances, and they just looked.
Man, Chara, and winds up
Big
eventually
Z,
getting
what are you doing, Big Z? He hits Farley. Grumpy, are you still ahead of me?
No.
Are you still well ahead of me? What's your time show?
Not. What?
What's your time show?
15, 17, 16.
Okay.
No, you're ahead
Farley!
Oh, they don't know what's again. Chara's getting exposed.
He's awful. I'm sorry. He is so utterly bad. He looks like, honestly, you know what he looks like? He looks like a toddler trying to find the puck right now as he's just circling around. It's like, where's the puck? What's going on? Everybody's moving so quick.
Croc.
You don't like Croc, Nelson Grump?
I just think Islander fans overrate him.
Oh, come on.
His thing in a big moment, I don't want him out there. Let me just put it to you that way. When the chips are down, I'm going with somebody else. Calling somebody else's number.
You're crazy. You're killing me, Grumpy. You're killing me. Well, is it a shock again that the first line of Oliver Wahlstrom, Zach Parise, and Matt Barzal are holding the only zone pressure for the Islanders that they've had this game? Is that a shock?
Did you see Wahlstrom? He got the puck along the wall, and I'm shooting it on net. Yep. I like that. Shoot it.
Why not? But the puck on net's the only way you're going to be successful.
And Palmieri's a good fix. A good fit for this line because he's going to do a lot of the dirty work. So no problem there.
Yeah, he's going to heavy forecheck. He brings energy out there. He's going to disturb. To the same token, right? Oliver Wahlstrom is no sieve when it comes to that portion of the game. He's going to put pressure on opposing teams, and he's going to force the issue.
Don't talk to Barry. That's an offsides. I'm sorry, that's icing. Yeah. Take the extra step. take the extra step. Make sure you get the
Look
red
at that
line.
replay. Gee, I mean, Varlamov is way out of the net, and Chara collides with him. And then Chara looks like he's discombobulated. He's knocking enough off his own skates. Wow.
Well,
Actually,
okay,
I thought
Varlamov is
made a
halfway to
save on that.
Secaucus, New Jersey. You got to stay closer to the net there, my man.
I thought Varlamov made a save on that one. They just went ahead and roofed it. Holy crap. I'll tell you, they look like they are. It's like a piranha. You've just dropped a chicken leg in a pool of piranhas, and they're chomping at the bit, ready to go ahead and tear that thing apart.
I'm not blaming Varlamov for this because there's been a lot of constant pressure on him, but you see how he's sinking back into his net a little bit. That's usually a recipe for disaster. When he starts crawling back into the net, that means, okay, I'm a little bit in trouble. But you know what? That happens, right? Because, I mean, they're just bombarding him. Not necessarily with shots, but just buzzing around the net. I don't think anyone knows what the hell they're doing out there, especially Chara.
The shell-shocked a bit, Grump.
Yeah.
I tell you. But, hey, if you're able to weather the storm, if you're able to keep the game close, you're keeping it, at least 0-0 for as long as possible, then you can hope to go ahead and have that bounce back and catch Washington off guard. But I mean, the only line and the only unit that looks like they've had a chance to go ahead and score so far, or even hold offensive pressure in the Washington Capitals zone, has been the Matt Barzal, Zach Parise, and Oliver Wahlstrom line.
Or even control the puck.
Yes. I love it. I see people online saying, well, look at this. Matt Barzal's moved to third line center, and look at the production we see out of our forward groups, and Matt Barzal's on the third line. This is what we need more of. Matt Barzal may not be a number one center. I just laugh. Okay. I laugh.
That is your number one line, FYI. That's your number one line. What do you think the number one line is? Nelson, Bailey, and Beauvillier?
But look at it. Matt Barzal didn't play but 14 and a half minutes last game. And they won. So, exo facto, right? Matt Barzal must not be that important. Not as important as Adam Pelech, of course, Grump.
Yeah. I'm not going with, yeah. Well,
did you get that joke, Grumpy? It's called
I did. It's too early for Phil's fiction jokes today.
Oh, come on. No, we love Phil.
Oh, Nicholas Backstrom, 1,000 career points. I mean, I consider him underrated. I really do.
It's always helped that he's played alongside Alexander Ovechkin, right?
Okay, but when you think of the great players in the NHL, does Nick Backstrom's name hit your tongue?
No, and neither should it.
Oh, he's pretty damn good.
You think Nicholas Backstrom's name should go one of the best players in the NHL history?
I'm just talking today's NHL. When it's a long way down the list before you say Nick Backstrom for one of the better players in the NHL today.
I can name. I mean, during this era, you can name about 20 or 25 better players than Nick Backstrom.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's underrated. 1,000 points. 1,000 points. Okay.
Okay, Grump. I hate to do this. Right? Oh, the ice is kind of getting a little choppy down there, Grump.
Yeah. Is there a problem?
Yes, I'm saying goodbye to the lovely Miss Page. I'm saying goodbye to the lovely wife, Grumpy.
She's probably leaving you because you're wearing that shirt.
That's what it said. She said, I don't have enough sunglasses. You remember the solar eclipse they once had?
I do. They've had it actually more than once, but I remember the most recent one, yes.
The one that we were all alive for. How about that one, Grump? I mean, what is it supposed to be, the first one in like 100 years or something? So
no, it's all right.
Okay. Well, the first one in a long time. And, he had to wear the special glasses. Paige didn't have any of the special glasses. She tried about 2 or 3 pair of sunglasses, but still is blinding her the bleak and very pale nature of my skin, Grump. So she had to leave today.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. I was going to make a joke, but it would have come out as making fun of Paige when I just wanted to make fun of you.
Oh, man.
Maybe you should put a little bronzer on before you come on the show next time.
I don't care what my skin color looks like.
Obviously.
If I look this grotesquely pale, just how I am.
Well, you could have wore a shirt to cover it up. That's my point.
I was hot. I just got off the gym. I don't want to go ahead and dirty another shirt, Grump. Why would I want to dirty multiple shirts? Why does that make sense? Anyway, Islanders still tied up 0-0 against the Washington Capitals. 13 minutes just about remaining in the first period.
I'll tell you what, Char can't handle that speed down his side. Just
No,
can't.
we can't. Remember we said how would Char look against these quicker teams, and we really didn't get to see him when he was out injured. You're seeing it right now. Whoa, here might be an opportunity. Oh, man. Bavillier's pass just is too tough for Zach Parise to handle.
And that all actually wound up being beneficial that Kroc turned it over, trying to leave the zone.
Do you see this right here? You have that line, Matt Barzal, Parise, but Oliver Wahlstrom took a late shift back out there. I mean, he was, that's going to be a hook, no? Is that not a hook on Matt Barzal?
No. He didn't. He shoved him from behind. Maybe you would have got a cross check or maybe just a push. I know Wahlstrom wants to shoot. He's getting itchy. He's getting itchy trigger finger.
He can have the puck at the blue line. He's ready to rifle that.
I'm telling you what. I knew he was going to be shooting.
He gets a puck at the blue line. He rifles it. He says, I've had the puck for too long without rifling it towards net. Let me go ahead and let this one rip.
You can tell he's starting to get the shakes. You got to shoot. Look at this. Whoa. Look at his skates. And his Kroc. Look at the turnover by they didn't hold it long enough. After Kroc turned it over, the Capital turned it over too, which led to this 2-on-1 that Parise could not handle a pass.
I'm watching NBC Washington, so we're watching
again. You can't watch the Islander broadcast. Why not?
Damn, Grumpy, spit it out, Grumpy, man. Oh man,
I can't believe that you continually watch the other team's feed when you're not even listening to it.
What's the matter, Grump? You can provide. Now we get a good diversity of Grump. What we can offer. They're showing right here the Islanders current. Grump, did you say in the pregame that the Islanders were 8 points back? The Islanders right now are 18 points back.
If they win today and they win all the games in hand they have, they would be 8 points back.
If the Islanders won every single game the rest of the year in the Washington,
they have to win all the games in
every game. If the Islanders won every game the rest of the season and the Washington Capitals lost every game the rest of this year, I feel pretty strong about our chances of making the playoffs.
Me too.
Yes, but we are still 18 points behind the Washington Capitals. They just showed us the playoff picture at the moment. I just kind of giggled a bit. We're 18 points back at the moment.
That's a lot of points.
Whoa, look at Mayfield with a little drag. He didn't want to do it, but it was forced. He was forced to do a little bit of the drag.
Why are our guys all over the ice? I think that they're playing at home.
No, then to be slipping all over the ice, falling on their ass.
Who's going to be playing at USB Arena?
Jesus Christ, UBS Arena, Grumpy. The next time you do that, I gotta find a new co-host. I have to find a new co-host. I'm accepting applications. All that you have to be able to do is know the name UBS Arena. That's it.
Yeah, I always call it USB. I even thought about it too. I'm like, is UBS USB? I'm gonna say USB.
Grumpy.
Actually, USB is like
USB port, Grumpy. Jesus.
I know that, but I'll figure it this way. It's like
Charlotte. Here we go. Nice job by Cal Clutterbuck forcing that at the line. You got a little bit of an opportunity for Casey Zizekas to get the puck. This is the first time I think the fourth line has had any sort of zone pressure against the Washington Capitals all game. And it is short-lived. Oh, goodness gracious. They turn it right over.
There's Wilson. There we go. There's my boy, Wilson.
I wonder, is Ross Johnson? Ross Johnson's not in the lineup tonight, is he?
Of course not. Why would he be in the lineup? They can play Matt Martin.
Tom Wilson.
They can play Matt Martin. Why would Tom Wilson be there?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Why would Ross Johnson be there? Oh, nice pass missed by number 2.
Who?
Number 2 for the Capitals. I don't know all the Capitals players now. You used to have the scorecard. I don't have the scorecard. Sorry.
Justin Schultz.
Schultz. Okay. I know nothing.
Let it rip, Wahlstrom. Go! Look at that. I'm telling you, it's the first line. Wahlstrom, Parise, and Matt Barzal are creating the most offensive opportunities for this team, and it's not even close for second.
Averages out there right now. He doesn't do shit. He does nothing. I don't want to hear how Wahlstrom's not playing defense or not hustling back because
it's not average Anders. That's Oliver Wahlstrom, number 26 on the ice.
No.
Take a second look.
No.
You're wrong.
No. Lee was up. Okay, you're watching off your phone. Okay, so you don't know. I understand Wallstrom was out there. Lee was also out there taking the extra long shift standing in front of the net so Parise couldn't get out.
Okay. Gotcha. I did see Wallstrom. Fair enough. That's
Yeah, he
all
was
I
out there.
I saw Wallstrom creating opportunities. Wallstrom and Matt Barzal. Matt Barzal is the one who stripped the puck on the end. Oh, God. Why are we passing the puck through the middle of the goddamn zone?
Because we think that we're mites. Oh, look at the
think that
big
was
save
Matt
by
Barzal.
Varley.
Matt
Look at
Barzal
Varley.
passed.
It's like a vacuum cleaner out there sucking up those shots.
Yeah, Matt Barzal passed the puck right up the center of the ice. And definitely not one you want to do.
He's like, go ahead, Barry. Bench me. I dare you.
Oh, man. Let's
Speaking
get
of Barry, I'm wearing my Barry and the Vet shirt.
I'm wearing my.
No one cares.
Oh, really?
Nobody cares. You're wearing that shirt.
Oh, why are you so upset, Grump?
Because I bet people are talking about the shirt. Let's get to some comments while we're in commercial break. What do you think about that? I want to see people commenting on your shirt because I guarantee there will be some.
I was just saying that, Grumpy, and you ran me off to talk about your Barry and the Vet shirt. Grumpy, do you think it's the Grumpy Old Man show today? Am I taking the back seat to Grumpy? That's
Isn't
fine.
that always the way it is, honestly?
I'm taking an extra back seat. I'm not taking the second. You know how they go like in a van? They have different seats, right? They got the drivers, the front row, the second row, and the third row. Usually I'm in the second row, but today Grumpy has relegated me to the third row, all the way in the bicky back. All the way in the back on. Frank K says, here we go. Capitals goaltending isn't that good. Talking about Vitek Vanacek. Tony Queso saying, what a nice surprise. I didn't think you'd be on tonight for some reason.
Tony Queso.
Jeremy F saying, good evening, fellas. Happy Tuesday. What did you think of today's interview responses by Trotz and Barzy? To me, they suggest to sign Cal Clutterbuck, and let's do this again next year without the disruptions. I did not see that. Jeremy, please don't tell me that's going to make me very sad, man. I've
been happy today, honestly. I did not do any Islander research. I was doing some other things today, and I'm very, very disturbed if that's the case.
Yes, you and me both. Have a great show. Thanks, Jeremy. Nick D says, TJ Grump, how you guys doing tonight? People are having so much faith in this team to make the playoffs. They're setting themselves up for a heartbreak.
Heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, won't you?
Brett W says, can Chara make some Islander fans happy and smack the tar out of Tom Wilson tonight, Grump?
I don't think you'll see Tom Wilson too involved physically today. He never is. Certainly when Johnston's on the ice, and pretty much Char too. Char would give him a beating too.
Yeah. Okay. JG says here, what's up, TJ Grump? What's up? Rick C says, where's TJ? Late again. Late. And who's ready to lose tonight? Drew L. Only if we're lucky. Frank K saying, rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Yeah, he passed away yesterday from complications from hip surgery. And he was 63 years old. So I remember when I thought 63 was freaking ancient. Now it's like, man, he ain't that old. See a lot of people dying around that age. You know, that's kind of like where my age bracket is.
And through the 5. Oh! Jesus Christ. What do we Anthony Mantha? Is it funny that we were talking about the Anthony Mantha trade, but like 2 podcasts ago, we said, I wonder how that's going to work out. Mantha was injured pretty much for the majority of this year. And how would that Anthony Mantha trade? Is it going to pay off because Jacob Verana is pretty good and they got picks as well with it? Well, Mantha, look at this. Josh Bailey!
Freaking Bailey, you piece of shit.
Bailey, that's your guy coming into that area, Josh Bailey.
Bailey,
oh my God, look at his ass. Bailey just doop-de-doop-de-doop. That's your guy streaking towards the net, you bastard.
Yeah, he won't sit.
They just said on the Washington broadcast, they said Bailey's looking around and saying, oops, that's supposed to be my guy, is what they said on the closed caption. Josh Bailey strikes again. Yes.
It's amazing. We start playing playoff teams and we get absolutely dominated again. If that's not enough to know that re-signing Cal Clutterbuck and bringing back the same cast and crew isn't going to work, because let's be honest, we've been throttled in this first period. Just totally dominated.
We have looked the inferior team. I don't think there's no doubt about that. Oh man.
Here's the thing, Varley still got to make that save.
He does. It's through the 5-hole. That's one he wants back. It wasn't like it was a howitzer or anything like that. God almighty. I tell you, Grump. I tell you.
Like I said, I don't know what his trade value is. There's Anders Lee turning the puck over, that useless piece of shit. He sucks too.
Oh, my goodness, Grump.
Look at him standing around out there.
Broken
And now he breaks his stick. Get another one, useless shit.
Oh, my God.
So
I tell you.
He's so below average. Oh, and then he falls off the ice. Man, he sucks. I'm sorry. I don't care that he scored 7 goals in 4 games. Like I said, I just find the timing really funny. That's all.
Hey,
oh, yeah, look, we played great for 3 games in a row. Let's keep it all together. Keep the band back together.
Did they seriously say that?
I don't know. I didn't. Nice
I really
by
hope
Matt
not.
Barzal.
Jeremy, I hope they didn't say that. Oh, man, oh, man.
Oof,
I really hope so.
Man.
Well, Islanders are down 1-0, 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Washington Capitals have looked the dominant team. Matt Barzal tries a little bit of a skilled move around, but unfortunately intercepted by the Washington Capitals at the point. Nick D, when I was not present, says, TJ never looked better. Little smiley face when I wasn't there. Jason C saying, Grumpy is the show. Enough said.
Thank you, Jason. I like Jason, man. He's smart. He looks good.
Joseph C says, Grumpy in the Office Chair podcast.
Oh, man, Varlamov, what the hell?
Oh, holy shit, he's
so far out of the net.
I don't get it.
They should send a trailer every time. They should have a guy trailing coming in every single time.
I was about to say, go ahead and make a little drop pass as he's flailing out of the net like a fish out of water. Jeremy Ford saying, good luck, Grump. Tony Castro saying, TJ looks like he just got back from his high school wrestling practice.
Yeah.
It's obviously a one piece. No, it's not. But
here's the thing. I think, TJ, didn't you used to wrestle when you were a kid?
No, I did not. Okay. Jason C saying here, TJ is vampire white. That I am.
Very white.
Nick D saying here, looking hurt or looking hunt these days. What is that? Is that looking what these days? Bad times.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. I think that was Scott Hall said that in his when he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as part of the Click or the NWO, whichever one it was.
They're playing.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. That's what it was. Because he was the bad guy. I mean, I tell you what, they had some great stuff back in the day. I watched wrestling last night just to see if they were going to do something for Scott Hall, and they did have like a little brief, 2-minute thing on it. And I was looking at the product list, and I'm like, man, this sucks. And then you see him come on. That was the best part of the whole damn show, was watching him doing some skits, because they just had charisma. Everything's written for them now, where the guys don't get to show what they can actually do by being creative themselves. Sorry.
And then Frank K saying they're playing the NWO theme at the Islanders Capitals game. Mark A saying we're gonna win tonight. It's like that, Joseph. Grumpy in the empty podcast chair. The Bonnies versus Colorado tonight.
Ooh, that's a big one. One of the playing games.
Joseph C saying, I know teams want to get every possible asset they can in a trade, but at least one big NHL trade should have been made already.
Well, for us, they should have been, because the longer you wait, I have a feeling we're not going to do anything. We're going to do nothing. How about that? How's that for a kick in the ass?
Dude, I can't even tell you how sad I'd be if we do absolutely nothing at the trade deadline. That's an immediate fireable offense. Immediately fireable offense.
I mean, Colorado picked up Josh Manson.
Manchin, the senator, right?
Yeah, no, it's Joe Manchin.
I know.
Josh Manson.
Manson, yes.
Mm-hmm. Defensive defenseman. That's what they need, right? And then they made a trade today also for a center, and they traded somebody else. I forgot the names already.
They're making a few moves, that's for certain. And it's funny, we just played against Manson not too long ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ooh, nice Dobson trying to avoid that check. Mantha. Our boy Mantha he had him eyeballed.
Mantha. And then, Apex saying, TJ, stop taking steroids. I don't. You'll make a grumpy old man jealous and even more angry. Grumpy's got the peak of physical fitness over there, the grumpy old man.
TJ, we don't need you being on roid rage on this show. How about that?
Could you not tell? Because I'm always so angry on this show.
You were angry last week, as I remember. Very angry.
Jesus Christ. Ariel C said, Achara is so annoyingly bad to watch. The turnovers are unbelievable. He looks awful on the ice.
He can't do it anymore.
If we're trying to showcase him for a trade, these should be the games that he gets off as a rest night. I
have also heard that before the Islanders would consider trading any veterans, that they would ask them if they wanted to leave. I'm like, what?
Wow. That tells you all you need. Seriously, that tells you all you need to know. Wow.
How long have I said that this is like a beer league team? You know, everybody's great. Everyone hangs out together. Not real good, but, you know, everyone gets along. Varlamov turning the puck over behind the net. Yikes.
Oh, good gracious. Gosh. Good gracious. I mean, there's 3 minutes left. I mean, we're honestly lucky that we're only down 1-0 right now. They've had some prime opportunities. Look at the devotion, even in the defensive zone, how quick they put pressure on the Islanders carrying the puck.
See, there you go. Ooh.
Look at that tricky shot by Alexander Vetch. I'll tell you, Varlamov looks like he is sliding all over the place. He looks like he is out of position quite often.
Well, I want to make sure I say this the right way. It's not that I'm not blaming him, but the fact that they're just buzzing around and we can't keep up.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Real quick. That was a fantastic save. It was redirected in front of the net. They're showing us the feed there. Alexander Ovechkin put the wrist shot on. It was redirected in front of the net. I thought because it looked like he barely made the save that he was sliding all over the place. But no, that was redirected in front of the net.
Well, good save. I'm just saying he might be sliding around a little bit, but I think that's because of all the traffic in front of him. And I mean, they look like a buzzsaw out there, Washington. This is a big game for them too. You pretty much end any shot of the Islanders even thinking about making the playoffs if you win today.
Yes, absolutely. That's right. I could not agree more. This puts any hope they would have into competing this season to bed.
Old Noah Dobson got away with a little trip action on Tom Wilson.
I thought he checked him back.
He took
Christopher C saying, if they can play like they did the last 3 years, we'll win. Or the last 3 games, we'll win.
Yeah. It sure helped we were playing teams that were not playoff teams, though. That seems to be our MO this year, right?
Tony Queso saying, come on. We love Phil. Who are you trying to convince, TJ? We do love Phil.
No, he's trying to convince, who you trying to convince without that lack of shirt. That's what I think.
Why do you keep going back to my shirt?
Because you're not wearing one.
Oh, my God. Unable to clear the zone. Oh, huge save by Varley. A kick save. My God. Varley's getting pelted this first period. We can't clear the puck. It looks like Washington, again, they are hungry as hell. They are flying around, too.
Yeah. I mean,
this shows you, hey, what does it look like when we're playing against a motivated playoff caliber team? Not good.
Yeah, we're not good enough. I just hope that, man, I tell you what, I just got a bad feeling.
That comment that Jeremy had made about the interviews today by Barry Trotz about how they want to essentially roll the band back together next year is scary.
Yeah.
That's scary because if they're unable to realize that this iteration is not going to be successful, we are doomed for more pain.
I told you that. All you're doing is prolonging the inevitable. It's all you're doing. Let's say, okay, we squeak into the playoffs next year and get blown out. I mean, blown out by Carolina. Blown out. 4-game sweep. Don't even score a goal. That's the type of team we're looking at next year, if we even make the playoffs.
Oh, man.
We're too old and slow. Until you rectify that, you're going to get what you get. Sorry.
Oh, man. 35 or 36 seconds just about remaining in the first period. Ooh. Islanders have not looked a better team. They're showing Anthony Mantha. He's got currently on a season 9 points through 16 games. I don't know. I know that Mantha needed a little bit of a change of scenery, and certainly Verona did, but it looked like Detroit's going to come out the winner of that trade. Would you not agree?
I don't know. I mean, who wins a Stanley Cup next? If Washington wins a Stanley Cup, who won the trade? Right?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I'm not saying that they are. I thought it was too much to give up for Mantha. Yeah, and it's easy to, when you're with a bad team, it's easy to kind of get down a little bit. And maybe coming here, but he hasn't been great here. I think he's been injured a lot too. But he's a quintessential power forward, that's for certain. Mm-hmm. Oh, Bavillier.
Oh, Bavillier! Oh, man, what a fantastic save by Vanacek right towards the end. Great save by Vanacek right towards the end of the first period. That was honestly the Islanders' best scoring opportunity. Comes in the last 30 seconds of the period.
Yeah. Hey, well, we scored 2 goals in the last 30 seconds of the last game, which pretty much cemented that victory against the Ducks.
Are you talking about the third period or the first period, Grump?
The second period. Well, maybe it was the first period. Whatever. Last game we played against the Ducks, we scored 2 goals like in the last 30 seconds of the period. Put us up 3-1.
Absolutely. Grump, end of the first period. Washington Capitals up 1-0 over the New York Islanders. That was actually a good forced turnover by Anders Lee. Anders Lee forces a turnover in the offensive zone, and it's a great save by Vanacek right there on Bavillier in close.
And nice move by Bavillier too. It's not like I just shot it. It's not like he Anders Lee or Brock Nelson the puck by hitting him right in the crest or passed out from there like Josh Bailey. He actually made a move in Vanacek. Let's give him credit. He held his position. He didn't overcommit, and he made a nice save.
Absolutely, he did. Now, Islanders, Grumpy, are being outshot, as I'm sure. Islanders are actually outshooting the Washington Capitals. I'm sorry. They're outshooting the Washington Capitals 11-9 in the first period.
Well, but they were dominated. Possessionally, we were dominated.
I would agree. Before we get to more additional comments, ladies and gentlemen, we're changing up a bit here. We are going to have a bracket, a ESPN NCAA tournament bracket for those of you who want to. It's a free bracket for those of you who want to compete and want to go ahead and create yourself an NCAA tournament bracket. We've got one. It's the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man group right here. Grumpy, are you able to see that? You're on mute, Grump. It is on ESPN, and that's how you find it. It is a public group, and it is called TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. So you're able to go ahead and compete there with us, all other Islanders Never Say Die fans or listeners of the show. You're able to create a bracket. I know it's not hockey related, but still, it's fun to branch out every once in a while. And it's March Madness time period. Who doesn't love filling out a bracket?
Is this like you have to have ESPN Plus or anything, or no?
No. It's free bracket. You just have to have an ESPN account. So you say, all righty, mine is I'm TJ is my name. So you're able to go under the TJ, you're able to create a bracket and find a group. When you go ahead and find the group, it says TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. And this is how you're able to join the group. I'm going to join the group right quick. Here it is, Grump. I'm in the group officially. But this is how you create your entry. So you're able to create yourself as many brackets. You could do a little throwaway bracket for shits and giggles. You could do a legitimate bracket. So that's how you're able to find it if you want to build a bracket. I know Grumpy and I would do a bracket, and I'm sure we'll have a few people in the group. So I just want to open this up to everybody who listens to the show. But getting back to comments, B40 says, I'm still hoping we tank. I'm scared from missing out on Yager in 1990 after winning the last game of the season and making the playoffs.
Yep. Scott Sissions. Here we go.
Tony Cheese saying, I don't know what TJ's wife looks like, but I can pretty much guarantee that she's way out of his league. That's correct, Tony Queso.
He outkicked his coverage on that one.
Christopher C saying here, boys, question for each of you. Who's your favorite player right now, Grump? I'll let you answer that first.
Tom Brady.
Hockey, Grump.
Islanders,
Grump. Come on.
Okay, for the Islanders. I want to say Noah Dobson.
Noah Dobson's your favorite player?
I'll give you the position groups, right? I'll go Noah Dobson, Matt Barzell.
One freaking player, not 5 players.
Okay, I'll go Noah Dobson then. I'll go Noah Dobson. You got to remember, I've been trumpeting for Noah Dobson since December of that draft year. That's the kid I wanted.
I'm gonna say, I don't know, Grump. I'm gonna say Sorokin. I like to watch him play. Nick D says, TJ, I'm watching the NBC Washington as well because I'm forced to in Vancouver. There it is, Grump. And Nick D also says, if you leave, Grump, please start your own podcast, and I'll follow you, Grumpy.
Thank you. No, I'm with TJ all the way. I couldn't do. Here's the thing: people don't realize seriously how much TJ does and how little I do. Honestly,
Grumpy's a talent. Anti-Censorship Society says, which is Jer Ben says here, average will come up and rack the goals up in meaningless games.
True. That's what he's good at.
And then the BK Italian kid says here, TJ trying to show off your lats. Yeah, that's it. Just got done at the gym. And then Jeremy Ford saying, what does your top suggest? A tank is in order, TJ. What is that?
Jeremy.
Yes, there it is. That's it, Jeremy. That's why I was wearing the tank top.
Jeremy,
that's a very good idea, Jeremy.
Jeremy is so damn good.
I didn't even get it, Grump. I
got it. I didn't think of it. Probably
really?
Because I was too busy carrying the podcast.
I can now wear a tank top every single podcast, and I could say it is to promote the season to tank the rest of the year. I got plenty of tank tops. There we go, Jeremy. Now you've given me a reason to go ahead and flaunt my very pale and grotesquely white skin. Angela N says here, nobody should wear a tank top unless it's over 90 degrees. Angela, we just learned that the reason I'm wearing a tank top is because we want to tank the rest of this year.
The two dogs said that too. They're thinking about taking off their collars now.
The BK Italian kid also says, do you think that if they win tonight, Lou stands pat for the next 2 weeks?
That's what I'm petrified about. I'm petrified that, okay, we did well the last 3 games, look good. Hey, let's roll out the same crew next year. I just find it, maybe Barry said, hey, if you guys don't start playing, we're going to start moving your asses. So they play hard for 3 games, and then recency bias kicks in. They forget the whole rest of the season where they've been absolutely miserable. And they say, let's keep them again for another year, another kick of the can.
Oh man, that would scare me.
I just feel petrified that we're just going to keep the cast and crew back together again. I'm petrified of that.
It's a rational fear, I think, too. And the more games we win and the more I'm hearing the comments, yikes. That's all I've got to say is yikes. He also says, average Anders is the 3rd star of the week, Grump. Looks like that's $7 million working out, huh?
How much does he get paid per 3 games? Because that's all he was worth. Because he's been worth less than nothing the rest of the year.
And then Christopher C said, guys, your podcast is saying the Islanders never say die, right? Well, the emphasis is on never say die. We will make the playoffs. And need I remind you, lots of teams choke during a playoff run.
Okay, it would be an epic collapse for us to beat out either Washington, I guess, right? Who else? I mean, an epic collapse. They're 20 points ahead of us right now. 20.
Only 18 points. Thank you very much, Grump.
Oh, okay.
Only 18 points.
I just don't see it happening. Too many points, not enough games.
So the Washington Capitals, we're 18 points behind them. And then, the Boston Bruins. We're only 21 points behind the Bruins, Grump.
Yeah, but we don't
have 3 games in hand on the Bruins.
Well, that's it. We don't have as many games in hand on the Bruins. I mean, it's like it's just not happening this year. I think we'll come in 9th. Right now, if all the games on hand we have on Columbus, we'd only be 1 point ahead of them. Does anyone think Columbus has a shot to make the playoffs? You know what? That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, well, the Islanders still have a shot. Well, do you think Columbus does? Because they're in the same boat we are. 9 points more or 7 points higher in the standings than we have.
Okay. Frank K saying they've gotten points in every game since Mantha has come back. Anthony Mantha has been back in the lineup.
He adds something to their team.
And he added a goal tonight. Dan L says, granted, Pellick did turn over the puck, but yes, not good coverage by Josh Bailey.
You know what that reminded me of? Josh Bailey in the playoffs last year, Game 7 against Tampa. Very similar.
Oh, man. James F. saying, oh, my, Barley, come on.
Yeah.
And then exactly. Christmas saying, Josh Bailey, back to Josh Bailey. But you're right. Varlamov should have had that.
Yeah.
The BK Italian kid says, also heard on the Nassau Men podcast, B Comp was on it. B Comp was on that podcast.
Brian Compton.
I know who Brian Compton is, but the Nassau Men, that's James Nichols and those fellas. He says B Comp was on it and says only players likely to be moved are Clutterbuck and Chara. That's it. Says Bailey is an Islander. I hope B Comp is completely uninformed. I hope that B Comp is sadly mistaken and wrong. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the only players we move at the deadline are Cal Clutterbuck and Zdeno Chara. That's all. I'm going to let you know something. The team would woefully misplay this year's NHL trade deadline. Woefully misplay. And again, that's you talk about fireable offenses, your inability to move pieces that are not going to be here long term. Parise should be gone. Simple as that. I like what you've done this year, Parise. If you want to come back this year, we'd love to have you back next year. We're going to give you a chance to win a playoff. We're going to give you a chance to win a Stanley Cup every year. Again, if we're not in the playoff picture, we're going to give you a chance to win a cup. Well, we'd love to have you back next year, but we're going to give you a chance to win a cup this year.
Like I said, I have a bad feeling.
I got a bad feeling about this. Bailey missed his check for certain Tom White. Finney Smith saying, hey, Josh Bailey, I want to know, do you cover in the defensive zone?
Who do you cover in the defensive zone?
And then why is Varlamov in that? I think is what he meant to say. Maybe they're trying to showcase him for a trade.
Well, I guess not. Listen to B Comp on the Nassau Man podcast. No one will ever come on our show. They don't want to. They couldn't
Honestly,
handle it.
I like the people that come on our show because they're real. I feel like, you know what? They're going to shoot the shit with us and have a good time. They're going to come off the cuff. Everybody else has to be so guarded and measured.
Company speak. Let's do company speak.
There's none of that on this.
I think that we are real fans. I think those other guys are just clowns.
Oh, everybody who's not TJ and the Grumpy Old Man is a clown, right, Grumpy? Oh, stop.
I just don't think they're fun or creative or us.
That could be they're definitely not us. Sal P, look at Sal P. Sal P looking chef's kiss with that Matty and the Jag shirt on, Grumpy, looking like he's jumping out the gym, says he was an all-time great talking about Josh Bailey.
He's probably saying, TJ, maybe you should be jumping in the gym when I see you in that tank top.
Bill B saying here, man, we look slow tonight.
We're playing a good team. That's why we don't look so good, because we're not.
Oh, maybe he was saying about Hall.
I think he is saying about Scott Hall.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the WWE is horrible compared to the good old days of the WWF.
Yes, without a doubt.
JG says, TJ, would appreciate it if you hid behind your chair so we don't have to see that excuse of a shirt.
Shots fired.
And then Thomas B says, Grumpy's correct. Our award-winning general manager will do nothing.
At least we don't have to worry about him getting GM of the year again.
Maybe he will, because, they had to face so many tough obstacles. Maybe if they could squeak into a playoff spot, he'll win GM of the year, because they faced the toughest obstacles in the entire NHL this year. A 13-game road trip spread out over a month, and they had COVID. No other team in the entire NHL had anybody out with COVID this year, but the Islanders did. That's just math. That's just science, Grump.
Yeah. And then people wonder why you question science sometimes.
Chris Smith saying, if Colorado gets a goalie, I think they'll win the cup.
I'm telling you what, I like that they're making moves. I still don't think they need another real defenseman back there. Manson's okay, but I think Scott Mayfield would have been better. They gave up, I think, a second-round pick this year for Manson.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Frank K saying, I still call it the WWF. Master Lego Yoda says Bailey will be on a penalty shot and pass it.
True.
Funny, Varlamov plays in a must-win game.
I don't understand how you can't. I don't understand. Again, he should have already made some moves.
Apex Legend says TJ denying roid use is the first sign of using the first sign of a juice head. Just ask grumpy old man. If I was using roids, I'd be a lot bigger than I am. I'm only about 265 now. I used to be 310 when I used to play football, so I'd be a lot bigger if I was using roids. I'm 6'4", so I'm just saying I don't use. No need to. Nick D says I don't tell you. Lou must have.
I tell you.
I tell you.
Don't tell you. I tell you.
I tell you, Lou must have said to Barry, take it easy on these guys. Let them play. See Pellet go end to end.
Yeah.
Tave C says, hey, guys, Hope Penny randomly comes into my head throughout the day. Thought I'd mention it.
Yeah, Hope Penny. Hope Penny. I'll never forget that. I mean, we've had a great month. If it's not Hope Penny or defensive back Cooper, I mean, you're not getting that on any other podcast. I'm going to tell you right now. Absolutely not.
Oh, man.
You're never getting Hope Penny, and you're never getting defensive back Cooper for DB Cooper. Never.
Defensive back Cooper, baby. And Jesus, TJ, you wearing your wife's tank top? Yeah, I'm actually just not wearing a shirt today. And have faith next to Grumpy.
Okay.
DDT says, do they really want to rebuild after moving into a $1 billion stadium?
You want to have a good team. You want to win games. You're just prolonging it. It's all you're doing is prolonging the agony. It's a slow, steady decline.
The investor, here's the thing. The investors don't think I'm looking 2 or 3 year window. They're not thinking even 4 to 5 year window. They're not even thinking, let's say 7, 8 year window. These people who sunk $1 billion in this arena are thinking, I'm thinking 10 to 20 or 20 to 30 year frame. That's what they're thinking of. And the best way to do that is set the team up for longevity of success. They're not thinking short term on this. Chris Smith says here, Colorado will use the Landeskog injury to get a goalie with cap space, and they'll have him back for the playoffs. Yep.
That's smart.
Well, I just don't like that rule. And then James F saying, have faith next year, Grump. There it is. Have faith next year.
No, I'm sorry.
Nick D says, I get excited when Wallstrom's on the ice because he's the only one that shoots the puck every time he has it in the offensive zone.
Yes.
Drew L says, TJ looks like a WWE wrestler who's not on steroids.
Oh, wow. He's probably call you a jobber.
Yeah, that's what I'd look like. I'd look like one of the average everyday guys. James F says here, guys, the NIT starts tonight. It does. Guess what? And this, I'll take this off the screen after this. If you want to complete an NCAA tournament bracket, we've got a group called TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. I want to see how everybody sizes up with me and Grumpy talking about, right? We said we're going to show this up on TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. We'll make sure we post this too, but it'll be fun. I feel like it'll be some nice talking points to see how terribly I do or how terribly Grumpy does. And I want to see who has the best bracket out there. I want to see what Islander fan pays attention and watches the most college basketball and has the best bracket out there. The best way to do so is by joining the TJ and Grumpy Old Man group on ESPN. Now, let me go ahead and remove that so you don't have to see that anymore. You could see my pretty mug and the Grumpy Old Man. And then brother number 3 says here, brother 3 here with your regular reminder, this game is a must-win game.
Very good.
There it is. And Dobson is my favorite player, says Frank K. Christmas saying, I'd say Sorokin. James F saying here, I guess we can forget about the trade deadline a week from today because the Islanders are going to do nothing.
I just have a bad feeling about that. My God, I just have a bad 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I said, okay, we're definitely going to make some moves. Now I'm like, I can just see it. I'm just not a big believer in coincidence. All of a sudden, these hack-eyed, useless veterans start playing well 2 weeks before the deadline. I figured, Lou's got Alzheimer's disease, so he's not going to remember what we did the rest of the season, but he'll remember what we did these 3 games. Say, hey, we're in the playoff hunt, fellas. You know who Lou reminds me of? The Simpsons' grandpa on The Simpsons. That's who.
Oh, really?
Hello, Homer.
With the glasses and everything. But
little
glasses. Yeah. And then Brett W says, Ross the Boss is my favorite. Ross
never
the
plays,
Boss
though. He never plays. We're getting ready
Tom
for
White. Yes, we're getting ready.
Up here in the
Yes, we are.
second period.
Tom White says, have to make some moves looking towards the future. Anyone over 35 should be looking for a new address. And we've got puck drop here at the start of the second period.
I don't know how I've somehow gotten ahead of you again, but I'll try to let you catch up at the next.
I'm at 19 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay, close enough. 1941. Close enough.
Okay.
And man,
holy
body check by Ovechkin.
My God, Ovechkin. Who the hell did he knock to the ice?
Casey.
Oh, buddy. Welcome to the game, Casey. Big hit there on Casey. The fourth line is not able to control any.
Would you? I mean, realistically, would you put the fourth line out against the first line of this team ever?
Hell no. The fourth line. Oh, Jesus, man. Well, I kind of now have a sick feeling to my stomach. I might not be able to eat tonight after I'm hearing news that, hey, we want to roll the same team out there again. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I've got like this.
Oh, big pass. Oh, God.
It hits the post. Oh my God. Thompson. He stepped into that and had a real change.
A beautiful feed from Bavillier.
Absolutely. He's playing really well. He's had quite a few assists as
a good game today.
My God, Dobson. Oh, he just missed that. Just missed that opportunity. Wow.
Anders Lee just being useless as hell on the sidewall.
Yeah, he's fighting. He's a poor man's Dave Anderchuk, Grump.
Yeah.
You're not going to combat that?
I've already combated that. Everyone knows he sucks.
Oh, man. He's the garbage man. Yeah. I got to watch this replay.
Boom!
Fantastic. That was a fantastic feed by Bavillier. Oh, no. It hit off of somebody in front of that. Did it hit off of Anders Lee in front of that?
I don't know. You're watching some.
No, it was saved. It was saved. I'm sorry. I thought they hit off the post. It was just a good save by Vanacek.
I thought you were watching some Russian feed or something.
Vanacek against the Islanders is 4-1 with a 1.53 goals against average and a 9.48 save percentage with 2 shutouts. He's played against the Islanders 5 times. He's got 2 shutouts and has a 9.48 save percentage.
He must really suck against everybody else in the league.
He just seems to own the Islanders. Isn't that a shock? Oh, God almighty. Jesus Christ.
On the Islander feed, they showed the Ovechkin hit on Casey, who fumble bumped the puck and got run over for his troubles.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Drew L says here to Christopher C., well, maybe TJ's got to rebrand the Islanders Never Say Die next after this season. No, we're going to keep
because honestly, we haven't quit, okay? You might not be good, but it's not like we quit.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Quitting is rolling over and dying, giving up, because I'm sure we're going to win some games down the stretch that we shouldn't to get a worse draft pick. I'm certain of that.
Yep.
After we don't trade anyone.
Yikes. That's all I've got to say is yikes. Goatwater Short says, what's up? I'm a newer hockey fan. I picked the Islanders because they have nice colors. LOL. That's a good reason to pick them. I like the colors of the Islanders as well.
You could do a lot worse than the Islanders colors.
I was about to say.
He's got a little Teddy Bridgewater picture there as his little, what do you call those things in a circle? What do you call them?
A profile picture?
Profile picture. That's it. I don't know anything about that. But he's with the Jacksonville Jaguars now.
Jaguars. Anyway, Goatwater Shorts, I can tell you this much. You've got probably one of the most loyal fan bases now you're a part of. So you can never leave. Once you're in the pack, you can never leave.
It's not like a cult, though. It's not like a cult.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where if you join, you can never leave.
Seriously,
all those
Islander fans are true blue
and orange. True blue. They brought their blood drips blue and orange. Grump.
And not fair weather fans. Let me just put it to you that way. Not like bandwagon fans. Absolutely not.
Speaking of little, how about TJ's shirt says JG throwing a few of those ones. That's fine, JG. Angelo M saying, hello, gentlemen. I'm afraid we're not going to make it. Any trades on the deadline? Oh, it's not just a fear that you have. It's a fear that's slowly creeping in everybody else's mind as we have done nothing so far regarding a trades. Hopefully, we get blown out of the water. I'm talking 6 or 7-0 tonight.
No, that's not.
We need to lose in a bad fashion. So Lou says we need to make serious overhauls. I cannot believe that he still thinks that this may be a team that can compete.
They're delusional. Here's the thing. I don't think they really think it, but they look, we don't have any other options. We have no youth in our system. We don't have any draft picks. I don't have the smarts to make a good trade. So we're kind of stuck with what we have.
Oh, man. Ovechkin almost had a one-on-one opportunity against freaking Zdeno Chara. Big Z had to turn on the Jets.
Oh,
man.
Cross check from behind, no call.
I'm just glad there have been no penalties so far this game.
That's what I was just going to say. Could you imagine if Mike Varley get back in the net?
Varley! What the hell are you doing?
Could you imagine Can you imagine what Washington be like on the power play today?
Oh, man, there have been no penalties. We're about 5 minutes into the second period, 15 minutes remaining in the second period. The Washington Capitals are still up 1-0 over the New York Islanders. Oh, man.
No, he's gone.
Holy shit. Brock Nelson. Wow. Vitek Vanacek floundering like a fish out of water. But hey, all goals count the same. Islanders are now tied 1 apiece. Holy shit, guys. Oh, no.
Croc Wellen is rated 30 goals this season in a losing campaign. What a shock.
Wow, please no. Oh, was Anders Lee who scored it?
No. Goes right to the front.
Wow.
Shoves Bavillier out of the way.
Ooh. I tell you, we'll take it.
Got a lucky deflection, and Brock was just kind of standing in a good spot.
Is Anders Lee going to get an assist for that? Please tell me no. He does not deserve it.
He's going to get a Josh Bailey assist, I think.
They're checking to see if this is goaltender interference. Let's see.
Oh, goaltender interference or offside?
I see Peter Laviolette, and they keep on showing him. They see him in the crease. He did technically hit the goalie, and he hits the goalies. He hits the goalie 2 or 3 times in the pads. Yeah, they're challenging for goaltender interference. He keeps hitting the goalie in the pads, and he knocked the goalie down. I'm telling you, that's going to get overturned.
Who did?
That's no goal. Anders Lee is going to get that overturned. Watch again. Anders Lee hits him a few times, and he flops backwards. I'm curious to see if that's overturned. And the Islanders do not have a good record when it comes to when people challenge for goaltender interference against us.
Yeah, well, we usually win those too.
No, we don't. We never win goaltender interference challenges.
Well, like if we, I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I don't know. I'm
saying it's borderline. He made contact with the goalie in the crease, and he whacks at the guy with his stick. He didn't hit him with a skate, but he hits him a few times with a stick in the crease. Look at this. In the crease, kaboom, 1, kaboom, 2, and he prevents him from being able to go ahead and make a sprawling save. I'm not saying he would have made the save, but he definitely has a stick in between the guy's pads, and he pushes the goalie. He certainly pushes the goalie. He pushes the inside of the skate. Lee does. They're showing the angle right here on the Washington feed.
Maybe the goalie likes to stick between his pants.
No, but he definitely pulls him. Yep, he's falling backwards. I'm telling you, I
don't know.
That's going to get overturned, and it should.
Maybe
just being honest. What?
Maybe he poked his skate out from underneath.
He has it. He thinks he's trying to deflect it. Again, it's good intention.
I don't think it had any bearing on the goal at all.
Okay, maybe it's not then. I thought he makes contact with the goalie's pads.
They're done. They're going to come out. Let's see what they say.
Means one or two things. Either it was an easy goal, or it's. Let's see here.
No goaltender interference.
You're well ahead of me, Grump. Can you mind hitting pause? I just see the no goaltender interference. That's a goal. Can you hit pause?
I actually heard what they said. I have the sound up a little bit so I can hear what they say.
Oh, see, so that's how he's doing it. Okay, no goaltender interference. So Brock Nelson with the goal. There we go.
Is that a penalty now? Is that a penalty on Washington?
Yes, it is. Islanders on the first power play.
Okay.
Wow. They're showing a replay again. I don't know. I guess because he was out of the crease a bit. I don't know. He hits him in the pads, and he's got a stick in between the pads. I don't know. That's an odd one.
I don't think it had anything to do with the goal. Nothing.
Okay, I've seen it called for less. I've seen goaltender interference been called on less. I'm not complaining. We're now tied 1-1. Oh man, please, Lou Lamoriello, you need to sell pieces. This is not a good enough team to win a Stanley Cup. Please, please, please. John M saying here, the season is over. They need picks. I hate all these older players that are playing with the passion 2 weeks before the deadline to stay on Long Island.
Yeah, it's just too convenient for me. That's all I have to say. Way too convenient.
Yep. And then Driel saying, we all start somewhere regarding our fandom. Tony Queso saying, it's not a tank top, it's a leotard. It's a tank top, Tony Cheese. And then, yep, there's no hockey teams near me, says Goatwater. Well, you picked a good one here. Paul O.C. says here, we have more of a chance to overtake the Washington Capitals for a playoff spot because they're in our division and we play them more often, but we have to beat them tonight in regulation just to have a shot.
True.
Dustin Smith saying here, we can move Josh Bailey. If Lou found a way to move Ladd, he could find a way to move Bailey. Well, it sounds like they don't want to move Bailey now. It sounds like they're very happy with the team that they currently have based off of interviews.
I tell you what, I feel an aneurysm coming on. I feel it. I feel the weakening of the blood vessel walls.
Wow. Getting a few shorthanded opportunities against Varlamov. Dan L says, you guys are way too nice at appeasing these foolish playoff believers. No freaking way. And then if by some miracle we make it, do you really think we have a shot against the Florida Panthers or the Carolina Hurricanes? One thing to keep in mind, extremely an outside chance, Toronto is struggling. Question in goal, crazy Toronto media, etc. Could you imagine if they didn't make it?
Vanacek sucks.
Would take an epic collapse.
Nice move. Oh, and then winds up being a
turnover. Yikes. Here's the thing with the playoff believers. Oh,
I'll tell you what. I like Cal Clutterbuck. He's playing to go to another team. I'm telling you right now.
Cal Clutterbuck, I think, is the best player on our team. And if you're listening to this, Colorado Avalanche, I think you should trade up every possible asset you have for Cal Clutterbuck. He's that fantastic.
I think they acquired a Cal Clutterbuck type today.
Monson?
I forget it.
He's a defenseman.
No. That was Manson. The other guy they picked up today was a center, but like a bottom six guy.
Okay. Well, I'll pull that up later. Anyway, moving right along, Grump. John S. says here, who do you think will win, Capitals or the Islanders tonight? Have to say the Capitals, right?
I would say the Capitals probably.
I would agree. Daniel saying, adding to my point, it seems like Toronto needs a goaltender and the media is going nuts. I'd love to rip them off for Varlamov, but I worry about his no trade clause list.
Yeah, but they know who they can trade him to.
We don't.
I know that. I just wonder if his list includes everyone who's in the playoffs right now, because then he has no appeal anywhere else. I'll leave Tampa off my list. You can trade me there, but they have no interest in him
because he doesn't want to go anywhere. Is that
I don't think he wants to go anywhere.
I tell you, man, it's something else. Oh, God Almighty! Wouldn't that just be something?
Would you really be surprised?
Yes, perhaps I would be.
How many years in a row have I told you the Islanders are going to do nothing in the offseason? How many years in a row?
Many years.
And they just never do. Sometimes I get myself, okay, we're going to do it because I want it to happen so bad, and they never do.
I sound like the guy who's wishing something into existence and it never happens regarding offseason moves and trade deadline deals. Every single time they make a trade deadline move, I'm always like, yikes. JG says here, guys, who's your favorite underrated Islander of all time?
It used to be John Tonelli, but you get your number retired, you're no longer underrated. I'm going to say Wayne Merrick. Always like Wayne Merrick. And he was definitely underrated.
I think the most underrated Islander of all time, probably Brock Nelson.
Oh,
you like that one, Grump?
He sucks.
Whoa, an opportunity for Casey. I'll tell you, Vanacek. I don't know how the hell he's got like a 9.5 save percentage against the Islanders. He looks sloppy in that.
These other teams must be so good offensively because their goalies suck. And that's on a lot of teams. I'm like, man, this guy blows.
Mm-hmm. James
And
F.
blow
saying,
pop emoji.
blow pop emoji. James F. saying here, guys, I'm getting nervous about my Raiders not making any moves in free agency. What's going on? Sounds like a rebuild inbound.
They're shell shocked with all the moves that everyone else has made. That's what's happening. Like,
And you go, holy crap, the Broncos got much better. Holy crap, the Chiefs are fantastic. Holy crap, the Chargers got much better, and we're one of the worst teams in the division. Time just to pack up shop because we're not competing like this. I'd rebuild. Back to the rebuild machine.
Oh, rebuild? No, you're ready. They're ready to go, right?
Not when they're playing against teams like that. Oh, Ovechkin. Oh, man, he just walked through. He walked through that by Palmieri.
Again, which line is out there? Oh, that's the useless line.
No, I'm telling you, dude, Ovechkin is throwing the body out there. He's physical as hell. Jean-Gabriel Pageau weenies up a bit and turns the puck over, afraid to take a hit from Alexander Ovechkin.
Ovechkin could have played in any era in this league. Any era.
I know, Grumpy. Tony Kessler said, brother number 3 is the new Tony Cheese. Yeah, he is. Reminds me of that Tony Cheese fella. SP says here, I got... Oh! Holy...
Monster saved by Varley!
Is that... Hold on. Is that... How long was that puck? I thought the puck was covered, no?
Maybe he actually didn't make the save, or...
That was a pass. That was a pass from Connor McMichael. That led to that breakaway opportunity.
Connor McMichael, he's skating in.
My God, Chara just like freaking stuck in slow motion. I'm sorry.
He's
awful. He's awful.
Right now, he's out there with Green. Ugh.
The 2 most fleet of foot defensemen that we have.
The oldest defense pairing in the history of the league. It's like a shooting gallery in there now.
Oh man, I tell you.
Chara, he's got the puck. Hit him.
Oh, God, Chara.
Not taking a shot at him.
He just turns it right over. Can't clear the zone. Oh, man. Just go ahead and skate to where Chara is.
My God.
Oh, my God. Jesus is right. Oh, thank God. Nice diving clearance by Anders Lee. Oh.
There's Wally.
Wally Wallstrom goes behind the net.
Was Average able to crawl off the ice?
Hopefully.
Yes, he was.
There's 10 minutes remaining. Ooh,
Wallstrom creating havoc in front of the net.
Vanacek keeps colliding with people outside of the crease. Go! Palmieri about loses the puck in the middle of the zone.
He strikes me as being clumsy, that Vanacek.
He looks like he's clumsy. He looks like his economy of movement is not great.
Economy of movement?
Yes, Grumpy. Nice pass. Oh, by Pellick takes a weird bounce off the boards. But Washington is able to clear with ease. The Islanders don't look like they're playing that clean of a game either right now.
I mean, honestly, do you think this game should be 1-1?
No. We should be losing. But that's fine. I'll take a 1-1.
This is the way. Actually, this is how we usually, in the olden days, used to win games. Get dominated, but somehow score goals.
There it is. Hey, that's the recipe for success.
That's right.
SP says, what did I tell you guys? My hat won us that game Sunday. This streak is still alive.
There you go. The hat. The magical hat.
He also says, how many Islander fans are unwilling to get it into their heads that we need to sell? I don't know.
Because they fall in love with the guys who came.
I bought their jersey, so I want to be a big fan of that guy. I love Matt Martin. He's been an Islander for years. I can't imagine the team without him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I've never been one of those.
And then SP saying, I would really like to see Ovechkin score 767 tonight and pass Yager.
Not me.
I don't know. You want to lose, don't you, Grump?
I told you.
It seems like by general manager and head coach, we're in no man's land. We just need to roll the same shit out there next year. That is a freaking issue.
I know, but I can't. I cannot openly root for them to lose. I'm sorry.
What? Oh, my God. Nice move between the legs on Beauvillier and a nice shot there by Carlson as he steps into one. Wow. Good opportunities by the Washington Capitals. Things are still tied at 1 apiece with 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second period.
I'll tell you what, I'm just glad that they're not on the power play. It looks like they're on a power play all the time, honestly. But what is this? 3-on-2 Bailey. No, he's facing the glass. I'm like, what happened?
He passes to the guy trailing, but I think they missed the net.
I just would have shoot the puck, Bailey. I'm going to make you shoot the puck.
Shooters Puck Hockey says, can't wait to get embarrassed by the Rangers on Thursday. The Rags fans will brag, but is it really that much of an accomplishment bragging about beating a 500 team?
I think we're going to beat the Rangers on Thursday.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
If we played like we played, not necessarily today.
Take the shot, Pellick.
Wallstrom.
Oh, Wallstrom goes down to the ice.
Dinged up there by Wilson. I think it was Wilson. Oh, it's a goal. No, they waved it off. What the heck?
He didn't hit it. Did he hit the post?
I thought that was it.
You're ahead of me, Grump. Oh, man. Wow. Jesus Christ.
I thought that was it.
It didn't go in? Brock Nelson, damn it. Shit. I got to watch this one again. It was stripped by Anders Lee.
Oh, it hit both.
Oh, my God. Double postage.
Good job,
Double
Nelson.
post action. God dang it. You want to talk about puck bounces not going your way? A double postage action. Oh, you don't see that often.
No, you don't.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Tony Case
from that angle.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely a Colt. I can get defensive. I can get defensive back Cooper. I can't get defensive back Cooper out of my head. Also, Photoshop DB Cooper on the way. Too many pictures. Oh man. Defensive back Cooper is a hell of a guy. James F saying, guys, I got an email about the Islanders 50th anniversary season tickets. I got the 50th anniversary patch. My son's friends work at the pro shop at UBS Arena. His friend got me the patch. That's fantastic. Nice. That's cool. I'm jealous of you, James. Hopefully Pittsburgh's going well. Oh, hold on. Here's another opportunity for just offsides, Yonders. Chris Smith saying, Nelson. That's a good line. John A saying here, I thought I couldn't be more frustrated with the franchise. Once the deadline goes by, my head will go the way the guy from Scanners.
Yeah, man. That was the first one. The first point. Hey, can I get a volunteer up here? Oh, sure. I'll come down. Boom! Explodes his head. It was cool. I go, what happened? Hey, get him. Shoot him with a femoral. Give him a shot.
Says, did you see who was in front of Brock Nelson's goal? I did. I saw the guy slamming that Vitek Vanacek stick. Here's the thing. Anders Lee did that. You can get anybody to do that and just stand in front of the net and create. Ross Johnson, hell, Ross Johnson does the same damn thing. And I'd argue Ross Johnson's not as good as a player as Anders Lee, but Ross Johnson has some touch on the net. Oh,
he's better. He tries in the defensive zone.
Chris Smith saying here, go into the war room, and it looked like interference, and they are challenging. I thought it was interference, but it was not. Joseph C saying here, the Capitals look like a team who will be one and done in the playoffs. Yeah.
They don't have a goalie.
Goatwater here says here, yo, I'm back. Just saw the part about how I can't leave. That's fair. I haven't left the Browns yet, so I'm not going to leave the Islanders. Oh man, the Browns! I tell you, the Browns are. What's a harder franchise to root for? The Cleveland Browns or the New York Islanders? Got to be the Browns, right?
The Cleveland Browns. Dude, that's not even close. I thought maybe you say Cleveland Browns or Detroit Lions, but the Islanders. I mean, come on. The Lions haven't won
a playoff game in 2 seconds.
Well, they haven't won an NFL championship since 1957. And Cleveland, I can't remember last time they won one.
Oh wow, they've got the guy from NBC Sports interviewing somebody. Nobody's wearing a mask on the bench, and they've got the guy interviewing wearing a mask. That's odd. I haven't seen somebody like that in a while that's wearing a mask on the bench. Dimitri P says here, that's a good goal. Sorry, didn't touch him, and it looks like he did, but he didn't. Well,
I don't think it had anything to do with the goal, even if he did touch him. I mean, just from where the goal came from.
Oh my God, who made that turnover? Oh no!
Oh, come on,
Marley sliding all over the place.
Pelican Pulak. I know that plus minus has been good the last few. Oh my God, what a goal!
Oh my God, that went in.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I thought they hit off the post. What did it all start with? A shitty turnover by Ryan Pulak.
I told you he's not been playing well. Like I said, regardless of the plus minus, I don't think they've looked good.
Awful turnover by Ryan Pulak.
And it was Ovechkin. What a shot.
That was Ovechkin.
Somebody got their wish.
Wow. God almighty. Pulak, you bastard. That's all Pulak. No, it wasn't Ovechkin.
And they just
It hit off of somebody in front of the net. It hit off of Kuznetsov in front of the net.
what a shot.
Oh, man. Islanders are challenging for offsides.
It
Well,
wasn't off. I don't think it was offsides.
we usually win those offsides challenges. Well, here's the thing. If you wanted to say, what does it look like when the Washington Capitals are on their power play, you may get your wish, Grumpy. You may get your wish. Good goal. Andrew L. said he did not push Vitek Vanacek. He was already falling back when the stick had no difference on a play.
That's
and maybe we're seeing different things because of your pea-sized phone. Dimitri P says, TJ says it wasn't a good goal because he's watching the Washington feed.
Very good. Very good.
I don't know. That looks – hold on. What are they asking for here?
Maybe it is offsides. Maybe it was offsides.
I'm waiting for them to show us a freaking replay. I really thought that goal was coming back, says JG. I thought he made contact with him, but now we're on to another goaltender interference challenge. Tony Queso said, do the Capitals get to choose who goes into the box after the failed challenge? Yes, they do, and that's why they put Ovechkin in.
Yeah, I think it has to be somebody on the ice. That's going to get overturned.
John Smith says here, just got here. What's up? Hey, TJ, my wife has the same bikini top. Looking good. Thanks there, John Smith. Hold on. Let me see here. All right, it's got to be offsides, no? It's tough to see from that angle, but I assume it has to be offsides, right? Did the puck ever crosses? Did the puck ever go into the zone fully? Let's see here.
No goal.
No goal.
I'll tell you what, he wins a lot of those challenges.
I don't think they ever lose. They very rarely lose. Wow.
Yeah.
There it is. The Islanders and the Capitals are tied a 1-on-1.
Look at Barry's all happy as shit with himself.
God damn it, Barry.
What's he chewing? A whole carton of gum?
I chew a lot of gum too. Dustin Smith says here, it's not that this team can't win a cup, but we've had so many weak pieces. We don't need a rebuild, but we need to make moves. I don't know, man. We've got a lot of weak pieces is right. We need to restructure the way it's built. Simple as that.
This team cannot win a cup the way it is right now. Cannot.
Chris Smith said here, relax, grumpy old man. It's not worth having an aneurysm. And then
Joseph, I think about that, but I'm so invested in the team and their success and what I think they should do if they had a brain.
Joseph C says here, Toronto will make the playoffs even if they're shaky in net and on defense. There's too much scoring there. They're going to get their ass beat by either Florida or Tampa, though.
They better hope they play Florida in the first round. Florida can be beat because I don't think they're great defensively. They have no shot of beating Tampa.
The BK Italian kid says Varley and Mayfield beginning asked by Toronto. However, I have a feeling Toronto is on Varlamov's no trade clause. Another bust by Lou.
Why would Toronto be on his no trade list? A perennial playoff team and a cup contender. Why would you? Well, I wouldn't say they're a cup contender.
Wow. Weak shopping, man. They're getting some chances here, Washington, towards the tail end of this period.
Looks like they're pissed.
I would be too. I'd be like, gosh, damn it. We should have had a chance.
They interfere with our goalie. They give him a goal. Oh, what a save by Vanacek.
Wow. What a save by Vanacek is right, Grump. Grump, I'm a little behind you now.
Oh, my God. Look at this.
I'm about a few seconds behind you, Grumpy. Oh, wow. That kid in there walking into the zone.
They can move the puck, though.
You're going to have to hit pause in some capacity to get us back on the same spot.
We are at the same spot.
We're not at the same spot, Grumpy. I promise you we're not.
Get better internet.
I just had somebody call me. Anytime somebody calls me, it delays my feed.
That ain't my fault.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to. I'm the one. I got to stop and slow it down to the middle of the first period for you.
I'm at 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
You got to be kidding me. Tell me when you get to. Tell me when you get to 4:30.
I'll let you know.
Count it down.
4:30.
See, once again, it's you. It's a you thing. I knew it wasn't a me thing because guess what? I'm not touching anything. It's always you.
I can't control if somebody calls me
Well,
grumpy.
you keep on saying, well, you're always ahead. Well, just admit it. It's because of you
Oh, come
and
on.
your quote unquote friends.
SP says here, are you going to make a t-shirt with TJ's catchphrases saying, I tell ya? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. If people want something like that, we'll do it.
Other catchphrases that's used more like moving right along. That's one. Moving right along.
James is saying,
The t-shirt we have to get is the logo for the Islanders Never Say Die podcast.
I don't disagree with that. Okay, we'll get working on it.
That's so easy. That's already done.
I know. James F saying, by the way, guys, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you're not on Thursday, I'll be wearing my green Anders Lee jersey to work.
You know a movie I watch every St. Patrick's Day? Right around there.
Irish or something. What is that movie where it's, I think you said this last time. It's something where they fight each other or something like that. Up the hill, down the hill, or whatever. What is it called?
What did you think the movie is called?
Up the hill, down the hill, something like that, where they fight each other all the whole time long, and they're like in some place in the United Kingdom. Maybe they're in Ireland and they just fight each other. A brother and somebody else fight each other.
A Quiet Man.
Is that the one where they fight each other all the time over this girl?
With John Wayne.
There it is. The up the hill, down the hill. I remember you telling me about this last year.
It's not Up the Hill, Down the Hill. It's called A Quiet Man.
Up the hill, down the hill. They fight each other. Anyway, and then Chris Smith saying, I'll let you read that, Grump. I'll be right back.
Oh, my God. Get a new shirt. I have a feeling MAF will end up, Marc-Andre Fleury will end up in Chicago. Ugh. And they will get ripped off because Colorado doesn't have a first round pick, and he has no trade clause. Will limit the teams that he can go to. We shall find out soon. Well, it seems like that would be a running problem with our guys too. I don't care. I don't care what it would be. I'd give Varlamov to anybody. If he wouldn't let me trade him to Toronto so I can get some valuable assets back, I'm dumping you, to the Spokane Warriors or something. I just want you off my team.
Oh man!
You think he's learned not to give people no trade clauses or no move clauses? You know what? If you want that, I don't want you here on this team, because if you perform like garbage, I want you off the team.
Maybe he'll give Parise no trade clause after this year because now he's untradeable. We can't get rid of Zach Parise. He's been one of the best players on this team, Grump.
I'll tell you what. I don't want him back.
You don't want Parise
as well
back?
As he's played this year, I don't want him back at 38 years old. I don't want that.
I want him back playing first line.
You might get your wish.
I want Zdeno Chara back because we still have so much. Whoa! What an opportunity and a chance. A sprawl. I don't know if he hit the net, but if so, sprawling.
I think he missed it. He missed the net.
Villiers never hits the damn net, says Andrew L. Frank saying here, hi, what's up, TJ Grump? What's up, Frank? Christopher C says here, Grumpy, this question is for you. Which line do you believe is the strongest, and can it stay that way permanently next year while the other lines are fixed?
I think all the lines need to be refreshed.
What line's the strongest?
Right now, I would. Oh my God, a goal!
Holy shit!
Kyle Palmieri.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Goal of the year.
Holy shit!
That $5 million doesn't go as far as it used to, but 10 goals on the season for Kyle Palmieri. Just late getting back. Josh Bailey
nice
standing in front of the net.
Where the hell was that play, Josh Bailey, all season long? I've never seen anything like that from Josh Bailey.
Well, he wasn't shooting. He just the goalie should have known he wasn't going to shoot and just went over to Palmieri.
Holy shit, guys. Oh, my God. Your fears, right? If we're looking at the graph of where my fears were that the Islanders were going to do nothing, originally entering in 2 weeks ago, I was like, I had no fears. Oh, hold on. We're winning a few games. Oh, we're winning a few games. Oh, we're going to beat the Washington Capitals. Now my fears are escalated to an all-time high, like freaking oil prices. Anyway, moving right
oil prices.
Moving right along. James F says, you guys like the Yankees trade?
Sanchez, He's never been the same since Girardi left. So I have no problem with them getting rid of him. Urshela is okay, but they have Josh Donaldson is he's always hurt now. Going to play third base for them. Who's the kid with the three names? Who the Twins just signed 2 days before, I guess, to make this deal. The Yankees have holes. Long story short, I don't know if that move solved anything, honestly.
Deidre C saying here, I can imagine Martin gone.
Man, that's a hole.
He's played well for us, but he's lost some.
No call. Wow. Okay. We were holding the Capital who's leaving the zone. No
Christ
call.
Almighty. This is just oof. And Veritas Invictus says here, the Browns never had a dynasty, much different. And
not true. They did have a dynasty like in the late 1940s, 1950s.
Oh man, back when Jim Brown was there, right, Grump?
Before then, even maybe a little bit when Brown was there, but when they were part of the All-American Football Conference before coming to the NFL, they won, I think, 8 titles in 11 years. Not all were in the NFL though. So Vanacek sucks.
He's not very good.
He is terrible. I could see why they desperately need a goalie. I can't believe his numbers are so good against us.
They do desperately need a goalie. My God, you're not kidding. SP says here, by the way, McMichael is another guy we passed on in favor of Holmes. Yeah, he's part of the Three Amigos.
That's
SP.
right.
It's Connor McMichael, Philip Tomasino, and Arthur Kaliev. Those are the Three Amigos that we passed up on. The 3 guys right after draft day, we said, what the hell are we doing? We said so before the draft. These are guys we're looking at. And we said a few others, but we said right after the draft, we said all these players fell. Why did we not take a gamble on them? And we picked Simon.
Okay, first of all, it wasn't a gamble. They were all rated more highly than Holmstrom. The gamble was taking Holmstrom. That was the gamble, the dumb move.
Yeah. Jeffy saying, TJ looking sexy. This is a wrestling uniform or a basketball jersey. That's a lot of skin and hair, LOL. It's just it's a tank top workout shirt.
Just no hair on top of his head, though.
That's where it all went, on my chest. Master Lego Yoda says here, I bet Ovechkin will pass Yager this game like he passed Lemieux against us 2 years ago.
Nice memory. Very good, Master.
Guys, why is it when you buy a hockey package, you can't get your own announcers? Oh, I don't know.
It depends on the hockey package that you buy. Like if you get NHL Center Ice, you get both feeds. But since ESPN is showing games, I think you can also get both on that as well. I don't know what goes on in Canada, though. Pittsburgh is a whole nother animal.
John A saying here, probably because unless you were born there, like Snake, what is that, Grump? Snake Plissken, nobody wants to deal with the scrutiny from that Toronto media.
Do you know what movie Snake Plissken was the character in?
No.
Escape from New York. Kurt Russell played Snake Plissken.
I'm not sure what Escape from New York is, Grump. What?
Okay.
I know Hot Fuzz. That's a good movie.
Okay. It's not Hot Fuzz.
That's a movie. He says Hot Fuzz.
I mean, movie. Again, Washington's really outplayed us, and we're winning.
Oh,
wow. Now I'm going to tell you what.
That's not offsides. That
was not offsides. I mean, not that it would have mattered. It's only 0.4 of a second, but that was not offsides.
How the hell do you miss that?
I don't know.
I guess they blew the call so shitty the first time that they're like, well, everything that's even close is offsides now. It's the best way to prevent a forest fire. Alexander says here, hey, what's up, guys? TJ, WTF are you wearing? You're looking like an Olympic wrestler, Kurt Angle, just without the hair. LOL.
That's true. That's damn true.
I was about to say Kurt Angle was bald, so without the hair.
Kurt Angle is a great professional wrestler. He was a real good amateur wrestler.
He was a Olympic gold medalist. Yeah. Goatwater Short says, everyone always tells me I picked the wrong year to be an Islander fan. That's true. That is true. John Wayne, the quiet man, Grump.
That's right. John Wayne, the quiet man. Maureen O'Hara.
Wrestling practice. No, I did not. Workout practice. Go. Yeah. Palmieri the Beast. What a move by Josh Bailey. Assist your boy, grumpy old man.
That's a primary assist. That was a primary assist.
Player boy. Yeah, it was a good play. Nice play.
That makes up for him not covering his man on the first goal, I guess.
John Smith saying here, Bailey really doesn't want to get traded, huh?
No, loves it here. It's the country club atmosphere they got here. It's all the veterans all of a sudden played like trash the whole year, and then all of a sudden they're not in a playoff hunt. Oh gosh, trade deadline. I'm starting to hear my name. Oh, I better start picking my play up. No.
I'm beyond myself with this. I really am. The BK Italian kid says TJ stressing out because he knows that Bailey is going to get another 5-year extension at the deadline. Here's the reason why I'm stressing out is because based off of what Trotz was saying, right? If that's true, I haven't listened to the interviews, but if Trotz is saying, oh yeah, we're real close, we're happy with what we have here, makes me think and leads me to believe that we are going to have a very, very similar team next year to what we have this year.
I'll tell you what, I won't pick us to make the playoffs.
Green.
I will not pick us to make the playoffs next year. No,
I will not either. Right. No way is right.
I might pick us last in the division just because they're going to piss me off so much.
You're going to spite them just because you didn't make any moves. You're going to finish last.
That's right.
Tony Casey says Palmieri looks like a hairy Armenian man. And Michael B says, wow, hey, Josh Bailey. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. Alexander says the Mets are going to run New York.
I think they could have a better year than the Yankees. Could. I like the moves the Mets have made this offseason, not the Yankees.
I'd be happy if that's the case. JG says here, not true, Grump. I have NHL center ice. You don't always get both feeds.
I get both feeds all the time. Always. Unless it's a Canadian games. Canadian games are just handled by one Canadian team.
What in God's name is this, Grumpy?
Islanders never say die community. Knocked out basement mold with concrobium, prepping your grind poured foundation, seal with waterproof mortar and dry lock. Anyone have experience sealing raw wood joists? Oh, he's asking anyone if the Islanders never say die community. He's having issues with basement mold. And there's the symptoms. And does anyone have experience with sealing raw wood joists?
They need a basement mold doctor in Michael B's house immediately.
Help
That's
him out.
What we've noticed there from that. James F. saying here, not true, Grumpy. Only got NHL center ice, and I only have the Capitals announcers. And then Alexander says, snake pigskin escape from
Pliskin. Not Pilskin, Pliskin.
Pliskin. Ugh. And eating some Chinese and hanging out with the two best Islander fans. TJ, if you say Alex Pietrangelo and not Pietrangelo, I don't know. I pronounce him the way I can. Pietrangelo sounds better. One more time. I'm going to lose it. He's not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Alex, Michelangelo, Pietrangelo, Pietrangelo. How do you pronounce it? Pietrangelo, right? Oh, I don't know. Hey, what can I say? His name is Pietrangelo. Alex Pietrangelo. And JG says, not true, Grumpy. Okay, he's got the.
You're gonna keep on showing that same comment all day.
Different comment every single time. Come on, give me a break. Frank says here, the old guys coming. They're coming, Grump. And then I think Bob Bourne was underrated.
He was underrated.
And then Goatwater says, I don't know how to feel about Bailey because he's on one side. I feel like he's solid. I don't know anything about hockey, but everybody hates him. Goatwater, he's very impressionable right now. You have a chance to make a pitch as to whether Josh Bailey. Goatwater, here's the thing. Josh Bailey he gets a lot of hate by Islander fans. He's fantastic. Josh Bailey is going to go in the Islanders Hall of Fame. He's going to be up there with all the all-time greats. Josh Bailey is that crucial to our team.
All right, Goatwater, listen up. I'm going to tell you the truth here. Let's say you're a fan of the Cleveland Browns, and I don't know how you feel about,
Baker Mayfield.
I don't know how he feels about a player who he thinks is bad, but some people think are good, but maybe like Baker Mayfield, for instance. Let's say they made up a song about Baker Mayfield that says, hey, Baker Mayfield, when you ever going to stop turning over that ball?
When are you going to throw a touchdown? Something like that.
Will you ever throw a touchdown or something like that? where they make up a derisive song about your lack of production and they sing it to you whenever you do score, which is admittedly for Josh Bailey not often, but that's what it's like. So you figure that out on your own. You can like him if you like. He's a solid third line player, but he makes $5 million a year, and somehow he's always playing on the top two lines. Unwarranted. Sorry. He sucks.
You said you can make your own decision, and you tried so hard, and you said at the end, he sucks.
And here you go. If you have DirecTV, this Islander feed, this game tonight is on channel 775 and 776.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't need to hear what channels it is on DirecTV. Grump Master, Lego Yoda says here, nice move from the Avalanche to get Manson, but I don't know why they got rid of Jost. He's pretty good.
I guess the other guy is more of a consistent fourth liner.
Alexander says, I thought Samsonov was the future for Washington, even though he's still young. He's good, in my opinion.
Well, that's it. He's still young. That's the thing. He's still young. So he could actually wind up turning out to be good, but he's not been good this year.
James F. saying, guys, they showed one Islanders fan on the TV in the stand showing off his jersey. Be careful, fan. I don't want you to talk smack and show up like that to a Sharks game. That's right, James F. I was about to say, you better be careful. You're in enemy territory like that. I've seen National Predator fans being absolutely demolished at those Sharks games.
As long as you're not obnoxious, you can wear the jersey.
He was obnoxiously clapping, going, yeah. I'm like, you better watch out, buddy. I know you're probably.
But that's a liberal fan base. So,
I don't know, Grump.
They're not going to get too physical, believe me.
San Jose?
No,
anyway, Connor McMichael is being interviewed here by the Washington Capitals.
Well, he's not being interviewed on my feed, so I could care less.
Anyway, Dustin Smith saying Bailey, Palmieri, Chara, Mayfield, big pieces I think need to be moved and open up spots for better chances.
Yes, that's what you have to do.
Master Lego Yoda also says, also the Leafs are doomed if they play Tampa, especially if they don't get someone like Fleury at the deadline. They have a huge problem with goaltending.
I'm not a Toronto fan, but I feel for their fans when I say, think about who every year they were getting beat by in the first round. Boston. Boston was too physical for Toronto. They'd lose in 7 games every year. And now Tampa Bay, they're just too physical for them. They need to change up the dynamics of their team. They need a couple Islander players. Give us some of your skill guys, maybe Mitch Marner, William Nylander, and we'll give you Varlamov and Mayfield.
Yeah.
That's a type of trade you'd see on
the very good Islander site.
Anyway, on some crap site.
We do have a ad to read from DraftKings. The NHL season has been packed with dirty dangles, hat tricks, and big wins. As the action rolls on, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, has your shot to win big too. New customers can bet just $1 on any team and get $150 in free bets if they win. That's right. A bump in the win column for your team means free bets for you. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you still have a shot to light the lamp. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes with DraftKings daily fantasy hockey contests. And DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the promo code THPN and bet just $1 on any NHL team and get $150 in free bets if they win. That's promo code THPN at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Must be 21 years or older. Restrictions apply. See the show notes for further details.
I just want to say one thing, that if I don't know where the show notes are, do they show up on YouTube?
It's in the description. Yeah. So essentially check the description out.
Oh, okay. Because if people are looking at it on YouTube or something, or listening to it, they wouldn't know where to go if they have a gambling issue and they feel compelled to bet on the Islanders.
Well, if you're betting on the Islanders, you've got issues far greater than gambling problems. I'll tell you that much. But Grumpy, did you happen? I know you gave, for those new listeners in the show, again, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. Grump, did you also let them know what we do on Thursdays and Sundays?
I didn't. But I know we do the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man show, which is a fun, freewheeling show. We talk about everything, football, hockey, baseball, soccer, fan fight segment. That's great. You get we got a little Howard Cosell and whoever my color commentator TJ is. We give you a breakdown on the fan fights. Just a super lot of fun. That's all I have to say.
A super lot of fun, as Grump says. Yes, you could find Teach and the Grumpy Old Man goes live every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could find that in the link in the description below also, or you could find it here as a featured channel on our YouTube page. Again, it's a lot of fun. It's always fun. We enjoy that, Grumpy. You and I both enjoy that.
True, it is a lot of fun. Giants signed Tyrod Taylor to a 2-year deal today. Woo-hoo! $17.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tyrod freaking Taylor. Another guy who's not the answer. The freaking Giants just seem to be obsessed with getting these guys who are just not the freaking answer.
Not the answer.
Jesus Christ, Grumpy. I don't know.
Well, the Giants will be picking the top 5 again next year. Guaranteed.
Unless they pick Kenny Pickett up this year, and then they're going to be in good shape.
And they'd be in the bottom 2.
Well, again, we mentioned this last time. I will mention it one more time here. We do have the bracket. If people like to go ahead and have a NCAA tournament bracket, you like to fill one out with work, you like to fill one out with friends, fill one out for the Islanders Never Say Die community. And again, also part of the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man community. You can go on ESPN, fill yourself out a bracket, and join TJ and the Grumpy Old Man to see and size yourself up with myself and the Grumpy Old Man and all other fans and friends of the Islanders Never Say Die community. Again, that is on ESPN. It's on TJ and the Grumpy Old Man is the group, and you're able to join your bracket up with us to see how you compare and test up. James F saying here, you hear that the Grom wants to test free agency next season.
If he's going to do it, now's the time.
And Goatwater Short says here, I hated Bailey after missing that wide open goal, but he hasn't been that bad since, I feel.
Well, that was a highlight for Josh Bailey. Believe me, that's the best he's looked in a long time.
Yes. I mean, this spurt of last 4 or 5 games is the best he's looked in quite some time. Is right. Frank's saying here, Bailey has been great. Alexander saying, TJ, you need to get Grump on a Twitter so we can do a space. That way we can all chime in.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I was about to say, Grump's a wild work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Grump is even more. Chris Smith says here, the Mets are headed in the right direction. I think you get both feeds if you have enough channels. If there are a lot of the games, you don't get it. North Shore problem, says Michael B. And then Alexander saying, Shannon wearing a mask next to Brock Nelson. I thought COVID was over. I think
then she does the interview in the stands, and she's not wearing a mask. What the hell's up with that?
I don't know. I think every building has different rules and requirements.
You know what?
I think the one for the Washington Capitals has different requirements than UBS Arena is the only thing I could think.
But
because I'm not seeing, they're showing the fans. There's nobody inside wearing a mask.
Okay, but she did the interview with Brock Nelson after the period with the mask. Then she goes out in the crowd and doesn't have a mask on. Get rid of the mask, Shannon. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. You don't need them anymore. Get rid of them.
JG says here, John Tonelli was my most underrated Islander. It's not. I tell you one thing. I think after a few more games, JG is going to come around to my way thinking it's Brock Nelson, most underrated Islander of all time. Grump.
We did an episode a few years ago, 3 years ago maybe, where who was the most underrated Islander, and it was John Tonelli in a runaway. But then when he got his number retired, you can't say a guy's underrated anymore. If you get your number retired, you're not underrated.
Deidre C says, if the Islanders have the same team next year, I may have to jump ship to New Jersey, to Devils fan. I don't care. Vets are playing better because their jobs are on the line. We need changes, and I wouldn't jump ship, really. Okay, good. Good to hear.
Thank goodness, Deirdre, because we love you on this show.
Oh, man, I tell you. Fans, I tell you, man, they see it. They see it. Christopher C. wants to know here, is it just me or are teams challenging every goal the Islanders score? I've never seen a team get challenged as many times as the Islanders get challenged.
Because they don't score much. They figure, well, what the hell? It doesn't look like they can ever score. It must have been something illegal going on.
Oh, come on. Tony Cheese just sent me when he said, check the Twitter DMs. Grump, I'll let you see it. Tony Cheese, I'm upset you picked this frame. I'm shocked you didn't pick a more fantastic frame for me. But Tony Cheese has me, TJ, getting ready for the pod. Thank you, Tony Cheese. I look fantastic.
No.
I look to be in fantastic shape.
Is that guy in the super heavyweight division? Holy shit.
Thank you, Tony Cheese.
No, man, that's bad.
Oh man, Tony
that,
Cheese.
and I'll tell you what, the color of his singlet, like yours, is not very flattering.
Oh man, there it is. You found my doppelganger. This is me. I'm getting ready for the podcast. That's just I go at the podcast is what I do. So there we go. Tony Cheese. Oh man, Tony Cheese, that little dig there, but that's fine.
There you go.
I like it. I love it. JG says, I get what you're saying, Grump, with Tonelli having his number retired, but I still believe he was most underrated.
That used to be my favorite underrated player, but I think it was just who was the most underrated Islander was the thing, and I said him. And I think everyone agreed. And then, once you get that number retired,
Josh M saying here, what do you think it would take to get Lou to move Bailey at the deadline? I'm not sure too many teams would be interested since he's got 2 years left after this one. Well, after hearing what Barry says, they don't think many movements are needed. Let the same team be rolled out there again. I need to listen to that comment. Jeremy F., I need to listen to the post-game interview because I guarantee you if it has even a slight resemblance of that, we're going to lambaste the hell out of that tomorrow during the podcast. If that's the case, we'll bring it on and we'll play it. Ugh.
I think what you need to get rid of him is a guillotine and a basket.
Then what team is going to take a headless Josh Bailey, Grump? That's the most important part of his game is his smarts. And if you decapitate him, how is it going to be helpful for a team's success?
Really?
Yeah, really, Grump.
Next.
Frank says here, yeah, because he's got 2 years left. They won't move Bailey. And he recently looks reborn.
Yeah. No.
SP says, if we win tonight, the believers are back to being unbearable. Oh, yeah, you're not kidding there. Oof. Tony Case said, teaching the grumpy old man, it's a fun wielding show. We talk about everything. Tom Brady and Josh Bailey and Tom Brady and maybe some movies that TJ doesn't know and some more Tom Brady. Well, you're definitely right with all the Tom Brady BS. That happens every damn show. He talks about
it does not happen every show, but it'll be happening a lot more frequently because Tom Brady's back.
I'll let you know when I have puck drop, Grump. I had another call that I had to decline, so I'll let you know when I've got puck drop. I might be a few seconds behind again, but puck drop here in the third period, Grump.
Man, I tell you what.
What, Grump?
Don't you tell people that you're not allowed to get phone calls during this time period?
Oh man, I tell you. Goatwater Short says here, Bailey getting that trade value up for us. Well, I hope we were to move him. That'd be nice. And WTF, Casey Zizekas accidentally killed a guy in a rugby game in 2007. Yes.
Yep.
Jer Ben shared this with us, and it was completely news to us. He killed somebody in like a high school athletic or something. Yeah. Jer Ben let us know about this long time. Oh, nice attempted move. I think that was Alexander Ovechkin.
It just looks like the whole rest of the game has been.
Oh, that was a nice thought process right there. Good pass by Kuznetsov. Good job.
The whole game is in the Islanders' end. Then we bounce out and score one shot goal. I mean,
and then Frank there saying, I never gave up. It's possible the Islanders have to beat the good teams the past couple of years, and lately the Islanders are back to stay 4 games in hand on the Capitals, a hot goalie, 30, or so left, 16 points behind.
25 games left after today.
Chris Messi says here, the person that said they were mad since Bailey missed the open net, he has to be more specific. With that being said, this team seemed to have flicked the switch recently. Yeah.
But I mean, tonight we've been outplayed. We just haven't been. Like I said, I don't know. Are just other goalies so bad? Because honestly, we've been dominated today. Oh my God, again.
Jesus.
Like everything is in front of our net.
Here's an odd man rush for us.
Wow. Okay. I thought Wallstrom was offside.
Oh man,
He
just
took a
pass a
big
little
body
too
check.
far. Pass a little too far for him.
Nice
Tony
play.
Kansas,
Really nice play by Parise. Really nice play.
keeping at the blue line. Absolutely.
Yeah, so they didn't get a break. Really nice veteran play right there. There's Matty B trying to feed it through.
Tony Kiss said, it took me forever to find that body build and that color singlet. It's accurate. It's accurate. And the paleness too. Hopefully you took into account the paleness as well. So Tony Cheese, A+. Frank says here, the Islanders are playing with house money. No pressure. We'll see what happens. But they found their game as of recent. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when Brock Nelson and Anders Lee and Josh Bailey take off when there's no pressure because season's over.
Goatwater Short says, what did Barry say about not needing to move pieces? He said that essentially he wants to roll out the same team next year. And again, we'll see what it's like with none of the extenuating circumstances. Again, because they think that a 13-game road trip to start the season.
Did he really say that?
I'll have to pull up the exact.
Because if he said that, he needs to be fired immediately. He needs to be fired today.
Jeremy Ford said it, and again, usually very accurate. Jeremy is on those items, so we'll have to listen to it, and I guarantee you, it's going to sound exactly like Jeremy displayed it. But
sounds like because he's done a crappy job as a coach this year, and he wants to blame it on something else. How about your poor performance as a head coach? How about that?
Poor play,
and you letting the veterans play like shit all year.
Ugh. Can you believe that this game has only had one penalty, and it was on a goaltender interference call or a challenge on the goaltender interference call? Other than that, there have been no penalties today. Think about that.
Yep.
I'm not complaining. Max P says, good evening, fellas. Benoit Hogue is the most underrated Islander of all time. Retired number 33.
Yep. Another very underrated Islander for certain.
Joseph C said, Zicky Palfy was always underrated in my opinion. That mullet was super underrated too.
No, he was the star of that team.
Oh, man, I'll tell you. Kuznetsov tried to put that one top shelf. I tell you, it was a beautiful attempt. Pulak does a good job of sniffing it out. That would have gone in. Max P, a good one. Benoit Hogue was good. Also, Palfy was a nasty. Love him. Zygmunt Palfy. Christopher C said, are the Yankees like the Islanders now?
I tell you what, the Yankees have gotten too comfortable since George Steinbrenner died. I'm just going to say that. Cashman's been GM for like 20 years. Shit. I remember old man George used to go through those GMs and managers like changed underwear.
And he'd bring the same ones back multiple times. Times.
Billy Martin was a great manager. He couldn't survive in today's Major League Baseball. They would have went up to him with some analytical sheet and he would say, get that shit out of my face.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely. He didn't need any of that crap.
Oh, man. What would you do if people are saying, hey, we need to ban the shift? What do you think Billy Martin would have done?
Penalize me. I find it funny the players say, well, gosh, it's so tough. You don't realize how you have to adjust to a pitch when they're in the shift. No, dude. Here's the thing. When they line up in the shift, your one thought should be go the other way. You stand a little deeper in the box or you move up in the box and you just wait on the pitch a little bit and drive it the other way. I don't want to hear any of these. Oh, I can't adjust. Then you shouldn't be a Major League ball player.
I can't play against a team that only runs the football. I can't play against a team that only runs pass defense. They should have to put more guys in the box so that's easier for us to pass the football. I mean, it's just stupid. It's so bullshit. Goatwater also saying here, I remember the Browns playoff believers talking about how they needed about what we needed to do to make it, and we were like 7th or 8th. Yeah. Ooh.
Goatwater, you need to listen to the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man show. That's all I'm going to say.
In the link in the description below, or as a featured channel on YouTube. Oh my God. Who the hell was that for the Washington Capitals that took himself off his own skates? Was that Ovechkin trying to lay a big hit?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Ovechkin. They've got, I think it's Mantha, Ovechkin, and Backstrom out there on the ice together.
My gosh, they're just walking in.
Wow. Man, oh man. What an opportunity chance.
It just looks like we've been hanging on the whole game. Somebody's bleeding. Matty B's bleeding. He's like, hey, ref, look at this. I got slashed up top. How come no call?
They're not showing that on our feed, but that's fine. Max B said the garbage / clearance sale should already be underway. WTF, man. Yeah, I was about to say, Max, apparently we'll have to listen to that right after the podcast. They will listen to it. We'll come prepared to tomorrow's podcast with that prepped. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If it even sounds like a modicum of, hey, we are not going to make any moves, we're going to sit here and maybe only trade one guy, we're going to be less than thrilled. I'll give you the precursor of what that podcast is going to sound like. Not a good one. Not a good one to be pro Islanders.
I feel like I'm going to be blind with rage.
Tony Case is saying, or how about somebody borrow their wife's pink bedazzled laptop to watch the game on? Something that's bigger than a
tarot card.
What's a tarot card?
Tarot card. You know, like you go to what the hell do you call them? Oh, I see your future. I look into the magic ball, and what the hell do they call them? Shit, I can't remember.
Ball? What do you mean? A
like a fortune teller.
Okay.
Oh, look, I see the future. Oh, I see someone from the dead. Oh, the tarot cards say you're going to grow hair on the top of your head. Hey.
Oh, shit. That's how you know they're starting to lie to you. Yeah, is that the one where they throw out a whole bunch of weird things like a crow's? Hey, it's just a one-eyed crow, and this is five fingers, like a whole bunch of weird stuff. Okay.
Yeah, with the cards.
And then, I got a comment here from Frank saying, laugh my ass off. Does TJ still use his phone? Bro, it's killing your eyes. You need a laptop or a tablet, please. Yeah, I use the phone still.
Well, I don't know if TJ's killing his eyes because he keeps on saying things that are wrong and insists that they're right when he's looking at some, a screen like this freaking big where I got, the big screen right in front of me and I don't see it. I don't even know how you can even see numbers, anything.
OC says here, Bobby Bourne got more points than Nystrom in every season except for his rookie year and one other season, but they retired Bobby Nystrom sweater. So that's why I say Bobby Bourne was underrated.
He was underrated for certain. I believe the question was your favorite underrated player. And that's why I said Wayne Merrick.
Andriel said Casper in the Grumpy Old Man.
Woohoo!
Escape LLC, no doubt, brother. He was my favorite player on that 1993 team. Who the hell is that? ESC LLC? What is that? I don't know. You don't think Billy Martin would be an interesting in pitcher RPMs?
First of all, he wouldn't have yanked out a pitcher after, he's at 95 pitches. Got to take him out. No way.
JG says, other than Potvin, my favorite Islander defenseman was Darius Kasparaitis, a master of the hip check.
Yeah,
and
man.
Chico and Kenny Janssen were both underrated too.
Kenny Janssen, fantastic guy. I told the story on this podcast meeting him before.
Max P says, Ranger fans talk like Yankee fans, but with the Jets history.
It's always the same, right? Rangers, Yankees, Giants, Knicks, Mets. It used to be the Nets. I guess it is still the Nets. They're in Brooklyn now. Mets, Nets, Jets, and Islanders. It seems like they always fell along those lines. Blue-collar team and the upper crust teams.
Chris Smith says, this team will win enough to finish in 9th place and get the last pick before the playoff teams pick in the draft.
Very close to that.
I hope that's not right, but it looks like that could be the case. Dimitri P says, fortune teller says Josh Bailey will be the next Islanders general manager. Grumpy, how would you feel if after Lou Lamoriello steps down and said, we've been grooming someone, very smart hockey player. He's going to come right from the bench, right from the ice, right to being the general manager, just like we did last time with Gar Snow, except it's going to be Josh Bailey.
Hard to fathom.
Oh, wow. Ovechkin and Matt Martin are both going to the box.
Ovechkin with the side suplex on Matt Martin.
Oh, they didn't show him. Fair enough. Joseph C. said, TJ, look up Trevor Zegras' shot tonight. Dude went through, skated around 3 Rangers, went in between the legs and almost put it past Georgiev.
He would never play on this team. Never. Because he's too creative offensively. I guarantee he doesn't play enough defense for Barry's liking. They would never even draft a guy like that. They would have said, you know what? Forget it. Too much talent at this point on the board. We'll just forfeit our pick.
Oh, man.
Can we trade your pick for Zdeno Chara? First rounder.
Let me see if I can get something on Zegras. See.
Again, 4-on-4, and it's like, that's going to be What are they calling? Hand pass? Wow. I would have called a cross check. I guess not. Just a hand pass.
That was a beautiful move, and I'll post it up. Thank you there for letting us know that, Joseph. I'll post it up in a second. Frank says Barzal has to shoot it there instead of dick around because, he turns over the puck, man. You got to shoot the puck.
Oof,
Shoot the puck up. Ooh.
How is that a hand pass? Why'd they blow the whistle?
Couldn't tell you.
Makes no sense.
I'll let you watch this, Grumpy. Look at Trevor Zegras, man. He's just so, he's not very good, Grumpy. That's all I'm going to say. Trevor Zegras, overrated. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful move. Whoop. Oh, between the legs almost puts that past Georgiev. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Like I said, you think Barry would like that? No freaking way. Again, I don't. Oh,
My God.
I don't know how we're winning. I don't know how we're winning this game.
Luck and a prayer. Somebody must.
They just take the puck away from us at will. Oh.
James F. saying here, Varley 6-10 goals against average of a 2.57, 9.22 goals against or 9.22 save percentage, 2 shutouts for his Capitals in his career. Yep, absolutely. And then Dimitri P says here, Benoit Hogue is so underrated. I don't even know who he is.
Oh wow, he was part of that '93 team. Came over in the Turgeon trade.
Goatwater says, just sub the TJ and the grumpy old man. Thanks, Goatwater. We'll see you there. We'll see you Thursday.
So we are doing one Thursday.
Maybe, perhaps. It's on. We'll definitely do one Sunday. We may be doing one Thursday.
Oh.
JG says here, Lou step down and Trotz becomes the general manager / coach.
That's not happening. No way.
That'd be bad. Hey, Josh Bailey. When will you be the GM? Oh, God. We want to know when you'll be the GM. Oh, goodness.
That's not happening either. I'd rather have Garth Snow back.
Hold on. Do you really have Garth Snow instead of him?
What is Josh Bailey?
I don't know.
How many vanilla soft, Charmin soft guys do you need on this team besides him? Oh, I model my game after guys like me. You can do calculus.
Nice save, roll them off. That's almost snuck its way past him. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Frank K also says Anson Carter gives excellent insight on the game for certain.
He's calling the game with Brendan tonight.
I like Anson Carter.
I wish something's wrong with Bush. I wonder if something's wrong with Butch.
I hope not.
Well, I hope not too. Just saying, AJ did a game with Jigs last week, and then
maybe they just.
I think she did a game with Brendan.
Wow, what a pass by Ovechkin! He's able to thread the needle on that. Wow,
they have absolutely dominated us today, and we're winning.
Maybe like how the Islanders have learned that this team may not be good enough to play a full 82-game season. Maybe the Islanders have said Butch can't be the announcer for an 82-game season.
Wow.
I was joking around, of course. It was too easy to slide in. Goatwater says, I've been listening to the Islanders Never Say Die podcast to gain some knowledge. It's a good place to come. I've learned that Josh Bailey sucks. Parise will be traded. Fingers crossed. And I should have been an Islander fan last year. We need to trade everyone. Grumpy wants to trade everyone. That's a grumpyism. I still think we can retool. We do need to trade pieces, but it's scary to think we may not trade pieces. Oh,
would it shock me? Right? You told me crazy last week when I said I'd be pleasantly surprised if we moved 3 guys. I think that's the absolute max.
I said that was the minimum, but yikes. And JG says, I said it to get you going, Grump. That's why.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And also, everybody seems to love Dobson. No, Dobson's fantastic.
Yeah,
he's a bona fide top pairing guy. He's gonna be a fantastic defenseman. Young too, tall, skates so fluidly and skates well. Chris Smith says here, Varley has played well and is better than the credit you give him, grumpy old man. That's why they're in the lead tonight.
Okay, all I said is he's a solid goaltender at best. That's all I've said. And this year he's been bad. I think he's been bad. I didn't say that he played poorly today or against Colorado, even though he gave up 4 goals. Or was it 5? I can't even remember now. But he gave up a number of goals. It was 5 goals. I mean, but he's just a solid goalie. He's not a difference maker. That's all I meant to say.
Mm.
And you can't have a backup making $5 million a year.
Oh my God, who is it who just blew a tire for the Islanders?
Oh my gosh, Anders
my
Lee.
God. Anders freaking Lee.
Oh my God,
Anders Lee, what the hell are you doing? You asked me to play defense once.
People say, how is he average? Because he's good at standing in front of the net and he's below average. Okay.
Holy shit. I know he's not a defenseman, but
he looked like
Wallstrom could have done better than that.
He looked like the forward version of Zdeno Chara right there.
I hope they show that replay on my feed. Holy shit, that's sad.
Oh
my God. What the hell is he doing? My God, Anders Lee. God, freaking mighty.
Tell me you didn't look Chara like on that play.
You couldn't have extended your strides a bit there, buddy. Christ.
You look like Chara in 2029.
Oh my God.
Worse than today's Chara. He looks like Chara 7 years from now.
What a film saying, evening, gentlemen, the worst shirt ever. Grumpy, he's talking about your shirt. He doesn't like it.
I'm sure he's talking about those spaghetti straps you're wearing there.
Andrell says Anson Carter should have been doing this from the start when Butch has been out. But
what happened to Anson Carter? Why is he doing our games?
I'm going to say he was doing on a national level, and he was really good.
He's good. He's on NHL Network, and I like him. I've always liked his insight. I mean, he's got a great voice. He's really, really good.
He's very articulate and he's very insightful.
Well, he's good. He has a good voice for doing what he does.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the Islanders lose in regulation or does it get to overtime?
I think it goes overtime.
I about to say overtime.
Here comes Wally. He's shooting. Blocked.
Of course.
I mean, honestly, do we even deserve to be in this game?
No, we deserve to be down 2-1. We deserve to be down 2-1 or 3-1.
We gave them the goal. We got the goal. We interfered with the goalie. We took away a goal from them that was offsides.
And then JG says, don't worry, guys. We'll end up losing in the last couple of minutes. We hope so. And he's still recovering from shoulder surgery, says Chris.
Really? Because he's been back. I know he was out of the sling. I wonder if he's had complications.
I hope not. John M. saying here, bad defense by Lee there, absolutely. And Lee got walked around. Ugh. Varlamov showcasing for Tuesday's trade to the Caps, hopefully. And JG says, your boy, Anders Lee. Oh, man. And Frank saying, nope, Anders Lee definitely not known for defense. Max P saying $7 million for that display. You'd figure for a forward. I mean, Christ almighty. Oliver Wallstrom would have done a better job on defense, I'm pretty sure. So would Kiefer Bellows.
Yes.
Christ almighty.
But you know what? There's no penalty for Anders Lee looking like that. None. No repercussions at all.
Nope. You're a veteran leader. It's like you've played probably in these defensive situations and odd man transitions, and you couldn't do anything. You looked like a fish out of water. Fantastic. Chris Smith says, that's pretty funny, grumpy old man. Char-like.
2029.
Apex saying here, the worst captain in the NHL, $7 million AAV, makes a horrible turnover inside the zone, and then does his best 2030 Chara impression. And Lou needs to be fired for that $7 million contract.
And here's the thing. On this podcast, we call that the day it was signed. I just said the only guy definitely did not want back out of those three was Anders Lee. I wasn't a fan of bringing Nelson back. I said if I had to I wouldn't have brought any of them back. I said, but if I was going to bring anybody back, it was Eberle for his chemistry that he had with Barzal. That was it.
Andrew L. says, and Anson Carter is from your Michigan State Spartans, and Anson was on the Heritage game this past weekend.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
Spaghetti straps. That's about it. Hilarious. Says what films. So much for a lead. First career goal by that Capitals player. Holy shit. We do that a lot.
Who's the guy for what's his name? Byfield for the Kings?
Quentin Byfield.
He's got 2 goals. Scored 1 in each game against us.
Oh God. Jeez. It's great. Georgiev sucking it up again tonight, says Frank K. Wouldn't you rather have Georgiev though instead of Varlamov? Yeah, Georgiev. So much better, Grump.
Does that mean that we play against Shesterkin and net on Thursday?
Oh baby. Oh, baby. Isn't that's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
Christ almighty. Oh, God, Jesus. I'm just watching that replay of the goal. Just shows a replay after replay. Oh, Dimitri Peace. Oh, they got that puck back for that kid.
Good for
I
him.
bet you did. Dimitri P said every professional should be able to skate backwards well enough to keep up. You'd
I
think.
just wish that Anders Lee would be able to skate forwards enough to keep up.
Oh, good gracious! And Sorokin makes that save on the second Washington goal because he's so much better moving side to side. Yeah, probably does. Uh-oh.
Oof. I,
Oh my God.
they have dominated us territorially, play wise, everything tonight. I like I said, this is how the Islanders played the last couple of years. Get dominated, but do just enough to win games. See, to me, that's not good enough in the long run.
Axel Johansson Jalby is his name. Is the
Whatever.
guy's name who just scored a goal.
Hey,
First time goal
45.
scorers this season. Was
Hey,
that?
45. Good for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm. And then we got a comment here from Goodwater saying here. So you said that Josh Bailey has a song when he scores. Can I learn it? Oh gosh, yeah. It goes,
Yeah.
hey Josh Bailey, and then want to know. We want to know, did you score a goal? It's because he went for what, like a 50 game streak without scoring a goal as a first line.
It was only 37 games.
I'm sorry, he went 37 games as a first line forward without scoring a goal. It was impressive in itself way back in the day. So now people sing it to pay homage to him.
Do we even touch the puck? I swear, if this was like a soccer game, they would have like 90% possession. It's like we never touched the puck. Oh, here's Josh Bailey. Well, he was passing.
Passed right out of that
But
situation.
here's the thing, Vanacek is terrible. He just looks like he's dying to give up a goal.
He does. Frank here saying that's BS. He's not the worst.
Yeah, and I meant to. He's not the worst captain in the league. He's not.
He's bad on defense. That's true. On a bad year, he's got 21 goals. He's still rock solid for leadership. You guys forget he's still healing from a major injury.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I'm not saying that an ACL. Oh my God, Mayfield.
Jesus Christ.
Killing his trade value.
Every single play. Every single.
There are rumors I was going to get traded. If I play shitty enough, no one will want me.
There it
That's
is.
probably what his thought process is.
Oh man, oh man. Apex Legends. Yeah, a guy like Lee is only a captain because he makes, it makes sense if he took a $1 million contract on a team. Other than that, he's a pile of shit. Here's the thing. Anders Lee, as a captain, what he offers as captain may be, I think, beneficial to the Islanders. I've heard some mixed items about him before in the room. So that's all I'm going to say on that without any clear definitive proof. I've heard mixed items about him. Ooh. Pavilli almost got his bell rung. Turning around.
He's had a good game today, though. Oh,
absolutely. And then the Islanders let a Williamsburg hipster score on him. Mike B saying here, Vegas.
I'll tell you what, the fans are they're livid at the lack of goals today.
I was about to say the Washington Capitals have not been given a single power play all game. Do you blame them?
It's the New York Saints all over again.
The New York Saints. That's right, Grumpy. They've had quite a few opportunities too. Or Michael B saying here, Vegas might be looking at Varlamov. They are losing tonight, and the Oilers are winning.
Hit the post.
Wow, Varlamov hits the post. Or I'm sorry, Wahlstrom hits the post. Ugh, you hate to see that. But a few Varlamov. Brock Nelson hit the double post. Wahlstrom hits a post there. We've had quite a few opportunities turned away by the post today.
Vanacek's terrible. You could see why Seattle took him in the expansion draft and they traded him right back. No, we don't want him.
Short side too. Holy shit.
You can't get beat short side. You can never get beat short side. Ovechkin putting an open ice body check on Beauvillier.
Yeah. Tony Case is saying TJ would be stoned to death if he wore that in Saudi Arabia. I'm a guy, so they don't stone guys to death, right? I don't know. I don't know how the rules work over there. Max P saying here, Anson is good. I miss Billy Jaffe, though.
Billy Jaffe was excellent. He was excellent.
We should recruit. Who is that?
Taryn Hatcher from Philly. She's like, like how we have Shannon Hogan. All the other teams have smoking hot babes, the in-between period girl. They're all pretty.
I like her.
I'm not putting Shannon down. I'm just saying The other girls are smoking hot, every single one of them. It's like, if you're not like a former beauty queen somewhere, you need not apply. I don't even think they need to know hockey, but actually they do, most of them. They're up to date on our team, on the teams, and they talk intelligently enough, but they're there for looks. If you're a good-looking woman and you want to do sports, you can get a job.
Look, I just want you to look. Total Frat Move came out with an article, and I'll just happen to pop this on screen, Grumpy, so
You got to be able to walk the hell out of a sideline now.
Hold on, what?
You got to be able to walk a sideline now.
What do you mean?
Hot girls, if they want to get into sports, you got to be able to walk the sideline with hey, Coach Saban. Oh, here you go.
Hold on. It says hottest sports reporter from the weekend, Taryn Hatcher. So I just figured you'd find that funny, the hottest. So
she is hot. I mean, look at her. Come on.
I'm not saying she's not.
Please tell me any red-blooded American male who's watching the intermission show is going to turn it off. Most guys probably just pee their pants and just watch her until the next time out or something.
A word of film saying, I haven't had internet, so I'm missing the games, but it looks like I'm missing some good hockey. I can't watch on my phone, TJ.
Neither can TJ.
Oh, funny. There is 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. It's a 2-2 tie against the Washington Capitals. Wally, bing. Washington, D.C. is a dump. 3-3 Rangers tie game against the Ducks.
No!
It's just saying,
Marley, just Tom Wilson. Just who the hell did he body out of the way?
I'm not a guy. So
oh my God! Oh, number 2 was ready to shoot. And he loses control of the puck.
Tony Cheese saying here, I don't know how Sharia law works over there, Tony Cheese. I can't say
it's not good. That's all I know. I think
I'm about to say
they treat women very poorly over there. You're not going to see
they treat everybody very poorly over there.
But you're not going to see any Taryn. What the hell was her name?
Taryn Hatchers.
You're not going to see any of them running around in the streets. I'll tell you that much.
Not dressed like that.
No.
And then Billy Jaffe was excellent. Anders Lee has been on fire as of late, says Drew L. The worst fourth line in hockey, says Apex. Oh, look at this. Goddamn Ovi. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Go! There it is. Okay, will we lose? Here we go.
There's the one that beat. What a shot. There's the one that beats Yager's record. Now he's third all by himself.
He did it, says SB. He did it. Ovechkin. There it is. Tom White says, I mean, holy shit. They got the whole team out there celebrating with him.
You know what? They should throw a penalty for that. Give him a penalty for excessive celebration. 2 minutes.
Here it is. They give it the last one. Here it is. Now he's got the 6-6, or he's got the 7-6-7. They've got a little thing up there in Washington.
What a shot.
Josh Meyer, they're saying, how many times have we given up a goal right off the face-off? Too many. Too many times. Ovechkin passes Yager.
Wouldn't
what
it be
a bunch of old rusty bums?
That Ovechkin eliminates us from the playoffs, because that's what. If we lose to them tonight, we're done.
Ovechkin, he's amazing. He is amazing. He's fantastic. SP says, Howe is up next. He's going to pass him next season.
He's not going to catch Gretzky, though.
And JG says here, and Varlamov becomes the answer to a trivia question. And then that Ovi goal should have been easy to stop. I mean, that was a rifle.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Josh Bailey didn't get on him too quick, did he? They lose the face-off dot. Doop-de-doop-de-doop.
Okay.
Josh Bailey's
not on anybody.
Josh Bailey's there a fraction quicker. That puck doesn't go on net. Bailey can't stick there. That hit off his arm. Honestly, Varley maybe should have made that save.
Bailey went in like this.
He was afraid to stick his puck on. You see when Bailey's like this? You saw when Bailey's like this? Oh, yeah, like he knows that's his guy to stop the shot on. Damn it.
Let's see if
he said, we need to secure the top 10 pick. If we're going to suck, at least do it right.
Embrace the suck. Here's the thing. Let's say this is Josh Bailey's stick. It's probably a little too big for his stick, but let's say it was. He goes in like this. Sickening. He's sickening.
Hey, guys, we don't need to make any moves. We need to keep the same exact team together. Boop. My gosh. I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, honestly, that's beautiful.
Yeah, tell me. Okay. I just want to say one thing. He's aware of the situation.
Yep.
He turns in his stick and his gloves, comes off the ice. Yeah. save these. This is the 767 stick, the 767 puck, and the two 767 gloves. And he gave them to the equipment guy. And he took all new stuff, a new twig and a couple of new mitts.
A new twig. A new
twig.
Pumpy says.
Twig action there.
Christopher C says here, to stop Ovechkin's shot, you must use your instincts. That's how you stop him.
I think we're going to come back and score and tie it up.
I hope not. Yeah. Grump. Okay. I said, okay. When you hear shit like we may stand pat because we think this team is good enough to win a cup next year, does that not go, holy shit, we need an earthquake to happen on Lou Lamoriello's brain so that he will understand that we are not good enough and we can't rule out the same team next year?
I don't think it matters what happens tonight. I think they're just going to keep the same cast and crew together.
How many games left do we have before the trade deadline?
Thursday, I guess 2 maybe, right? 2?
Thursday and Saturday. I hope we get beat a combined score 57-0 over those 2 games for them to wake the hell up. Grump, we cannot have a team doing nothing before this year's. We cannot have a team that says we're only trading away Cal Clutterbuck and that's it. Everybody else, we keep everybody else together. We can't do that. I'm sorry.
The trade deadline is Monday. I believe.
I was about to say, we've got 2 games before that. We've got we've got Saturday's game, or we have a Sunday game too. We also play the Flyers. So we need to lose all 3 of those games.
We're not gonna lose those games. We're gonna beat the Flyers.
Ugh.
I think we're gonna beat the Rangers. I just think that I think we've been playing pretty well the last couple games, and I just don't think the Rangers are that good. Then we have Dallas, and I think we should beat Dallas. And then who's the team? Oh, the Flyers. We'll beat the Flyers because they're abominable. Wow, nice move. But I think we could easily win the next 3. I just, like I said, for me, what's frustrating is watching the whole year how poor the veterans have performed, and all of a sudden 2 weeks before the deadline, we start playing like, hey, we're great. That bothers me internally. It's like, why all of a sudden? What's the reason why?
What was the reason why we had the light switch moment? What has spurred the light switch moment?
Why you realized you couldn't make the playoffs? Did Lou come down to the room and say, hey, we're looking to make some moves, fella? I don't understand it. And it's the big guys I'm talking about, the Lees, the Baileys, the Nelsons, those guys. Palmieri's hustled all year. He might not have scored, but he's hustled.
I'd say that.
They walk in on us like we're just standing still.
JT Sports says this team sucks. Who cares? Get a solid draft pick.
Yeah.
Max P saying here, that's it. Get Bailey out of here. Get Bailey out of here. He leads the league in converting high danger chances into low danger chances. Christopher C said, TJ, come on. Where's the fan within you? The fan within me is looking 2 to 3 years down the road or 4 years down the road. I look at the team now and say, if we don't make any changes, we're going to be in trouble. This team, it's like a sinking boat. And instead of letting it sink by weighing it down quicker to get yourself built a new boat, we're saying, hey, let's go ahead and let's bail some water out. Let's let this boat slowly sink because the time in the water is going to be the same. Oh man, I'll tell you. I
tell you, I feel like it scores Anders Lee. I told you. I had a feeling they were going to score. Their goalie sucks. Their goalie's like Tristan Jarry.
Their goalie didn't make a mistake. It was a top shelf shot, but Jesus Christ. Anders Lee now has 8 goals in 5 games. Maybe we need to sign Anders Lee to a 10-year extension.
Didn't he already get one of those?
I asked the league if we can go ahead and put more than 8 years up there. And the garbage man scores from freaking 5 foot from the net per the usual.
Hey, now let me tell you something. Let's give a little credit where credit's due. I'm the first guy to rip on him.
Because he got the puck up.
Nice shot.
He got the puck up.
Not a deflection. He actually had to take a shot there.
He got the puck up. Yeah.
But again,
how you get the puck up?
What's the key? What was the key? Noah Dobson putting a shot on net. That's the key. That's the key. Noah Dobson putting a shot on net.
Oh man.
I told you, Vanacek's just terrible. He looks terrible out there.
Washington's defense has got to do better there. Ugh.
He almost let that one in on a roller. He's terrible. They're going nowhere.
Yes,
their offense
goaltending is the issue. Goaltending's the issue.
They don't have a goaltender. That's their problem.
I mean, you could say sometimes defense struggle, but the biggest hole in that team is goaltending. It's noticeable too. Christmas says Bailey is the extra skater. Oh man. And you can't fix this team. Barry and Lou are half the problem. It's coming soon. Danelle said about the tie. Yeah, absolutely. Nick D says here, TJ, Lou will not make any moves. Barry wants this team as is. And
if
that's
I'm Matt Barzal, there's no way I'm coming back.
JT Sports says trade Barzal. Oh man. And then Drew L says, too bad. I had to see Ovechkin's goal when I'm the most drunk I've ever been. I'll have to watch it tomorrow. Max P saying here, somebody may have to hack Lou's email account to put a few of these trade proposals out here. Oh my God, is that not a hook on Anders Lee? Hooked the shit out of him? No,
they don't call anything. I tell you, we've gotten away with quite a few hooks and holds and interferences.
There's been not a single power play for Washington. Again, honestly, both teams have committed infractions. That's all I'm going to say.
We don't move fast enough to keep up. I'm just going to say that.
I think they noticed that we're completely holy crap. I'll tell you.
Washington's happy to get a point at least. What's the difference in a point? It just means that the Islanders didn't make, and the Islanders are just happy to get a point too.
Yikes!
We'll go to overtime. That's fine. I told you I had a feeling we were going to tie it up. Oh, Wilson going out with Martin.
Just pummel Martin. I mean, the guy's a geriatric at this age.
Why you're so angry now? Now you want to.
I'm upset that we play Matt Martin. Why the hell do we waste minutes on him? Why is he in the lineup? Can anybody tell me? Why is Big Z still in the lineup? I couldn't tell you. Why are we not going to make any moves at this year's trade deadline? I don't know.
Well,
I cannot wait to listen to that post game because I'm anticipating the worst. And you know what I'm expecting them to come out and say if they win this game today? Boys, we still have a shot. This team is fantastic. Maybe we need to just keep the same team together. Let's work on re-signing Cal Clutterbuck now. Let's work on re-signing Zach Parise now. Let's work on re-signing Andy Green to a new contract and Zdeno Chara now. We need the same exact team together.
I wonder what Washington's record in 3-on-3 is. I'm going to bet it's probably pretty good.
I know it's a hell of a lot better than ours. We're like 2-6 or 2-8 in overtime/shootout. We're not very good. Anyway, guys, you think Barzal stays with the Islanders? If Barry Trotz is here, maybe not. That's all I'm going to say. Apparently, him and Barry do not get along well, at least based off the school of thought. Maybe they get along great. They can have beers together, but at least from the school of thought, I don't think the school of thought is, what we do is not, I think, promotional to his success on the ice.
I heard some things.
I don't know. We saw some things too. That's all I'm going to say. Marty St. Louis, like and unlike, tells you all you need to know. Christmas says, Anders Lee, tie game. Anders Lee with the goal. The sixth skater was Bailey. There it is. LOL.
Why is Bailey out there? Overtime records. Islanders 1-3, Capitals 4-8. So they have a lot of games to go to
shootout. We're bad. We maybe have one shootout win and a lot of losses. Empire or Frank there saying, suck it, Lee haters. Laughing my ass off. The Grumpies, they scored. Voice is hilarious. The average garbage man does it again. A perfect time to trade Anders Lee. Unfortunately, he's got that full no trade clause and a hideous contract to accompany it. Frank says, hell yeah. Brian B says, how many more years do I have to look at the same team?
At least one more.
Drew L says, Anders Lee's nickname should be the parking lot because he's always parking his ass in front of the net. Okay. Oh, man. Imagine if he scores the go-ahead goal. Oh, man.
It'll be the winner.
Yeah. And then you can't beat average, Drew. Christopher C says here, yes. Sorry, TJ. I want the playoffs, whether you like it or not. We are so far in overtime or shootout, we're 1-5. In overtime, we're 1-3. They showed the stats. Washington is a much better record in overtime and shootout than us.
We're 4-8 in overtime. No, they're 4-8 in overtime.
Okay, what are they in shootout?
I don't know.
Okay.
They have Vanacek goal. He's terrible.
They've got way better shooters than us. And our shooters are Josh Bailey. Maybe Josh Bailey can shoot first. They could put Average Anders second because he's been on such a tear. And they'll put Brock Nelson as the third shooter. They won't use Wallstrom until shooter number 9 or 10.
Noah Dobson, really solid out there.
I'll probably put Noah Dobson out there before Oliver Wahlstrom again, as well as Zach Parise. Frank also
said, coming in.
Hmm.
Noah with the puck. Oh, Nelson's out there. Crocarino.
Just wasting time to shoot out.
Just hoping to get the shootout.
That's exactly what it is. Hopefully we can go ahead and bet ourselves a chance to win a shootout appearance. That's all it is.
Maybe.
We'll put the wrong shooters out there. We'll set ourselves up for failure that way, but maybe we'll still find a way to will ourselves to a victory. Ooh, nice opportunity by Adam Pelech. Just off target.
I just find it interesting. As soon as Barzell goes out there, we get a scoring opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
When Croc is out there, no opportunities.
Look at Matt Barzal pressing Alexander Ovechkin, who's able to avoid the press.
Ovechkin's been out there a long time.
Oh, they're going to get Ovechkin the change he needs. He was out there a long time.
Yeah, that's it. That'll change him up.
Mm-hmm. Nick D said, I don't know what your opinion is about Barry lately, but I still say they need to fire him.
If he wants to just play these same old guys and figures that's the way to go to win. Oh, what a save by Varley.
Big save by Varlamov.
It was too much, too in close.
Yeah, too close there. Not enough chance to redirect it too much on that. Frank says Barry has improved. He's made the team more offensive based than before. Of course, he's had to change since the whole league did. I don't know. He's a really good structure coach.
Oh, that's a penalty.
Oh, my God, yes. Why isn't I calling anything tonight?
Oh, here's the thing. If with all the other stuff they let go, you're not going to call that penalty with 2 minutes to go in overtime.
I don't understand why they didn't call anything. I mean, like tonight, call me crazy. I mean, we're obviously in playoff caliber style hockey calls where nothing gets called but like one penalty a game. But I'm sorry. What's an infraction all year should be infractions in the playoffs, and it should be infractions every game.
Oshie is totally gassed out there.
I'm about to say he about tried to do anything he could to interfere with an opportunity.
Oh, why did he take it out of the zone?
Why, Paul Mary? Why?
Okay, well, I guess they couldn't get anybody off, so it's okay. But I'm like, why? You could have just changed up one guy at a time. Oh, wow. Bailey's in there. This Bailey.
God.
Oh boy. Bailey of course goes out there.
Way.
These guys are totally out of juice.
Oshie, it's a 2-on-1 though still.
They got nothing left.
Oh Bailey, my God, he falls on his ass again. And here now they're getting fresh guys on the ice. And now the Islanders can be stuck with the same lineup out here for the last minute and 30 seconds.
And the worst thing is Bailey's one of those guys.
Brock Nelson.
Oh my God. What a save by Varley.
Oh, a save on a breakaway opportunity. Look at that.
And he gets it right back. Another save by Varley.
Oh, my God. Kuznetsov with a few chances.
Why did he take it out of the zone?
Because he probably wants to get reset, and he wants to try to goat one of the Islanders into trying to make a change.
Oh, just walk around that line. Rock.
Well, they're exhausted, Grump.
He's had the puck for an hour and a half, it seems like. Now they're changing guys one at a time. Nope, Islanders still out there. There's only 50 seconds to go. Oh, another. Did he miss the net?
Oh, he missed the net. But it went so wide, it doesn't matter. We've got no juice left to chase. Ovechkin.
Bailey got off the ice.
Thank God, at least we got one chase.
Another save by Varley.
Varley coming up huge in this overtime. He is looking.
Another save by Varley.
And he finally gets a stoppage of play. 30 seconds remaining in overtime.
Ovechkin needs to get that puck up a little bit. He gets it up, he scores there.
30 seconds remaining in overtime here, though.
There was a lot of room on the short side there up high. A lot.
Varley's done a great job. I mean, Kuznetsov. I mean, look at the dangles. Unbelievable.
It was two back-to-back saves.
And Orlov almost puts it in, too. I think he just missed a net.
That was just bang, bang right there.
Oh, wow. Nice job squeezing the pads there by Varlamov to stop that screen first shot by Ovechkin.
Yeah.
And he almost puts that through the arm, too. Good stop by Varlamov, though. I'll tell you, 30 seconds remaining here. The Washington Capitals have 7 shots in overtime. Let that sink in. 7 shots in overtime to the Islanders, 1 shot so far, Grump. Yikes. Danielle saying, see, I want them to lose for logical reasons, but then I see Wilson, and it pisses me off, and now I want them to beat the Capitals. Gatorwater saying, my first time watching an overtime game. Well, this is when things get interesting, and shootouts always fun. Oh, a miscommunication there.
I can't imagine Vanacek making a save in shootout, honestly.
My gosh, the only thing they can hope for is that they miss. Oh, that they miss is the only thing. Is that our guys miss the net or don't get a shot off. Jeremy F saying here, Dobson 2 more assists. He looks so good out there. For certain, he does. JG saying we suck in shootouts. For certain, we do. And Christopher C said, I've never seen TJ like this. He's always been excited about Islander games. I usually am. If we're going to stand pat at the trade deadline, that bothers me, Christopher. And if we think that we need to put the same exact team out there next year, I worry about next year too. And I just think to myself, we're going to be in for a rude rebuild if that's the case. Get Wallstrom out there now. It'd be nice. Hopefully we'll put Wallstrom out there in the top 3 taking a shot. But knowing Barry, he probably won't shoot in the top 3. We're going to maybe give Brock Nelson. I could see us putting Josh Bailey out there. And I could seriously see us putting Anders Lee out there. He scored so many goals. He's hot. Let's put him out there. Maybe Matt Barzal, Anthony Beauvillier, Brock Nelson, Josh Bailey, Anders Lee. That's going to be our top 5 in no particular order.
It's only going to go 3 because it's probably only going to go 2 because we're going to score 2 on Vanacek. And if they don't score, we win. That's
where 2 and 2 in shootouts to Washington.
I don't think has he ever lost to Washington in Washington?
I don't know. That's a good question, but we did not see.
Look at him. He's happy. He is happy as hell over there. He's like,
who's next?
I got my vets back. Lou told me today we're not moving any of these old bastards out.
As long as we come away with at least a point, we're not moving anybody out. It looks like Kuznetsov is going to take the first shot against Varlamov. There will be playoffs, Chris, just not for us. Oh, man. Varlamov too early. Trade Bailey now. Great save by Varley. Oh, man. Why in the blank is Bailey out there? That's a good question, Deidre. The saddest overtime I've ever seen, says Daryl H. Oh, good gracious.
What the hell was that? What was that?
I don't know. Go forehand. I guess he was hoping that Varlamov was going to bite, but he didn't actually put it to the forehand to force him to think he was going there forehand. Oh, come on. That
would have been my shot personally. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, it was there. It was there, but my God.
He was hoping he was going to keep sliding out of position.
Come on, Bo.
Villiers is the first shooter. What a shock. He always comes out here and shoots, and I feel like he always misses. And he buries it right into the pads. Again, I wonder how many attempts is going to be until we see Oliver Wallstrom. The guy's our best shootout shooter, and we never give him a chance.
2023. 2023.
Oh, man.
There's Nick Backstrom, the ever underrated one.
Oh, man. I'm shocked. Where is Ovechkin shooting? Is he shooting third, I guess? What a shitty shot by Backstrom.
I'm telling you, we're going to score here. You watch. Whoever's shooting out is going to score for us, I have a feeling.
What a bad shot attempt.
Just missed the net. Can't miss the net there. I'm sorry.
I say. Hold on.
Here's Ollie. Here's Wally. Go, baby.
Wally Wallstrom.
He's coming in. He shoots. Oh, save.
Nice save. He almost gets past him. Nice save. I mean, that just barely tips off the glove and just goes fluttering wide. Good attempt.
Yeah.
A hard shot, a decisive move. He didn't at least bury it into the pads. I mean, Vanacek almost doesn't make that save. It hits just off of that. My goodness.
Here's Oshie. Oh, he's pretty good on these.
TJ Oshie's fantastic. Remember back when USA was in the Olympics and he would have
look at Varley's like 800 foot out of the net.
Look at this. Oshie. Oh, look at that move. TJ Oshie with the help. Look at that weight. He just goes, whoop, puts it back on the forehand and slides it right past Varlamov. Man, oh man, good move.
On shootout. Remember that Team USA? I think he shot every one. They didn't have
he almost lost control of that puck too.
I think I left my groin in the Capitol Center. Here's Palmieri. I think he's going to score.
Palmieri's coming in quick.
He's coming in fast. He's going to shoot. He's good. Palmieri.
Nice job picking the spot. Vanacek wants that back.
Has Vanacek moved at all?
He wants that back. No, he's not a good goalie. Vanacek blows. My God, he's awful.
He looks small and
Look at that. Oh, that went 5-hole. Holy shit. I thought he put that. It went 5-hole.
I didn't think it was 5-hole. I thought it was
They showed the replay 5-hole.
Okay.
My God.
Who's this? Who's number 10 here?
I couldn't tell you. Let's see here.
Yeah, he's not scoring.
Varlamov comes far out of the net. Ooh, nice. Where's Ovechkin? Is Ovechkin that shitty of a shootout guy? Sprong. Is Ovechkin that bad at shootouts? They don't give him a chance and opportunity. I don't watch enough Washington Capitals shootout opportunities, but I guess Ovechkin must not be good in shootouts.
They need to send Oshie back out. That was. Oh, here we go. Come on, Matty B.
Matty Barzal. Matty Barzal still has blood on his jersey.
Ugh, missed. I think he shot over
Jesus
the top of the net.
Christ, he misses the freaking net. Okay, next has got to be Brock Nelson, right? For the Islanders.
Brock Nelson can't shoot. He sucks on.
They always put Brock Nelson out and shootout. Oh, he just missed a net too. It goes high.
Here's your friend Ovechkin.
I was about to say it's only a matter of time to put Ovechkin.
31%. He's gonna miss.
Fifth round in shootout.
I don't know. Whenever Varley comes right into the, there you go. He's not a shootout guy.
What a shitty shot. What a bad shootout attempt.
He's not a big move guy though, right? He's not a big move guy.
What? Really 5-hole? It was a shitty 5-hole attempt. Buries it into the pads. Josh freaking Bailey on the shootout attempt. Oh, out. Man. Oh, man. I mean, there's been a lot of bad shootout attempts so far this shootout. That's another one. Man, Josh Bailey buries another one into the pads, hoping he can go 5-hole. Come on, Bailey. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, John Carlson. I never get why defensemen take these shootout attempts. He's not a damn Eric Carlson. John Carlson should not be taking shootout attempts.
Well, that's why.
He lets it go sailing high and wide. Oof. My God, not even needing to put the puck on Varlamov. Yikes. Christ almighty. Oh, he lets it sail. Oh, good
Dobby.
Noah Dobson. Why is Dobson taking a shootout shot? Why? Noah Dobson is not very skilled in shootout. Why? And he tries to, oh my God. No real deke. And again, doesn't get Vanacek moving, so Vanacek's just able to stand strong and make the save. Oh, God almighty. Why Dobson?
Who's this guy?
Getting nervous. I'm getting clammy hands, Grumpy. Clammy hands.
He's got a long name.
Oh,
Dan Reams. He's another defenseman. Forget it. Jeez, they don't put him on net. At least hit the goalie in the head.
Oh my God, it's like the penalty shots. At least if you're gonna take one, a penalty kick in soccer, put the damn ball on net.
Look at Varley, man. He's coming way out. I mean, you got to go with him 100 miles.
Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson. Oh, wouldn't it just be apropos if Anders Lee scores one if Brock Nelson misses this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Did he miss the net too?
Everyone's missing the net.
He's a forward. I can at least get defenseman excuses for missing the net a bit, but man, oh man, come on.
They need to hit the little spot inside the little red things that are on that outline of the red.
Oh, shit. He tries to put that high and just misses. God damn it, Brock Nelson. Anthony Mantha. Here we go. I'm shocked Anthony Mantha didn't get a chance and opportunity earlier. He did score earlier today. Does he slide another one past Varley?
Oh, he just scores.
Wow. Did he catch Varley? Was Varley not ready for the shot?
I don't know.
What the hell? That did not look like a great attempt. Oh, man. I got to watch that one again. Here it comes. Honestly, he should have made a save on that Varley.
What are the chances if they put the shot on goal, Vanacek? It's Anders Lee!
The cleft chin. The cleft chin. Let's see if he puts it in. He's coming in quick. What the fuck? And he collides with the boards.
Because he can't. Who's the kid in the Mighty Ducks who couldn't stop? And it ran.
Oh, no. Not Colton. Which is that? He's the guy who couldn't put the puck on net. Fulton. God almighty. Oh, and the Islanders losing shootout. Oh, that's good. Oh,
well,
they squeak. Why at 5-hole, 5-hole, 5-hole? Jesus Christ, pick a spot. Why does everybody try to go 5-hole? My God, it's like the sputtering out and falling in the board makes it better. You like how Vanacek's like, yeah, we won shootout. Come on, Vanacek. Oh man, God almighty, Grump. Islanders lose in shootout 4-3 against them.
Well, he didn't even get to take the shot. That's like
oh my goodness gracious. I'll tell you. Good gracious, Grump. I'm honestly happy. Yeah, both these teams were not good in shootout. I'm honestly, I'll tell you this much. I'm happy the Islanders lost, right? We're not making the playoffs. No need to get into a mindset of that we're making the playoffs. But, you know, there are certain people when we go to these shootouts, I always think to myself, I'm like, you know, one player who was always automatic for us?
Who?
Franz Nielsen. He was always automatic. You just do the fake of forehand, put it on the backhand. I've never seen a guy roof a backhand shot as well and as accurately and as efficiently as Franz Nielsen did.
Okay, let me just say something.
Go ahead.
That TJ Oshie is mighty damn good on shootouts. I have to say I enjoy watching him on shootout because he's really, really good.
He's really patient and everything is different. He's a guy who does a good job of reading and reacting. Where Franz Nielsen was, I do the same move every time, but somehow I'm going to still get you to bite every time. Franz Nielsen will go ahead and he's just so patient. Or I'm sorry, TJ Oshie's just so patient with the puck.
True. He's so good, and he's got the moves, and he's just really, really good at that. Really good at it. It's fun. It's fun to watch. I mean, it's really a pleasure to watch skill players do their skill thing, just like the Zegras kid. Just like Connor McDavid, like Matt Barzal. They're
Gene
so
Potvin
skilled.
just passed away.
Who did?
Gene Potvin, Dennis Potvin's wife, I assume.
His brother.
Jean Potvin? Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know Jean Potvin. I thought it was Gene Potvin. I don't know. Grump, I don't know. What do you want me to tell you, huh?
God. Just relay the information to me quietly so I can make sure that you don't get embarrassed.
John Potvin died.
Bill Torrey, and it's funny because Bill Torrey traded for Jean Potvin just before in the offseason or during the season when Dennis Potvin was coming up to be the first overall pick, and he wanted to make sure he was going to come there. So he traded for his brother. So he'd have, someone who could help him with the transition. It was a smart move.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame, boy. I tell you, a lot of old Islanders dying. I don't know how old he was. He probably maybe 70, something like that. I don't know.
He was 72.
72. There you go.
His brother Dennis, 68.
Denny is 68.
Yeah.
Can't hard to believe he's 68.
You're starting to feel old, Grump.
I am starting to feel old. I am, absolutely. I mean,
that's your name, the grumpy old man. Emphasis on the old portion.
Yeah, but it's funny, you hear people dying who you remember when you were, certainly not. I wasn't 5 years old while I was watching them play. And it's like, man, these guys are dying.
Oh, man. Grumpy.
That was a real downer at the end of the show. You should have held that one off.
I saw it pop up on my screen and I determined to bring it up. What can I say, Grumpy? I'm sorry. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, tomorrow. But here's the thing, right? We're at the end of today's show. We go live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a normal podcast format. We covered the live games again. I know, as Grumpy mentioned, if you're new to the show, welcome. We invite you to stick around a while. We invite you to subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. We go live every Wednesday and Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also cover games live, as long as they're not West Coast games and as long as they're not on Thursdays and Sundays. The only reason we do not cover Thursday and Sunday shows are because we have a separate podcast called TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. That podcast can be found in the link in the description below, or can be found as a featured channel on YouTube. That's where you can find those two items there. And again, you'll see it as TJ and the Grumpy Old Man looking like this. On that podcast, we talk all things sports and just shoot the shit. We have a good time. But Grumpy, before we wrap things up, what do you want to say?
I want to say love and laughter to everyone who listens, and even those who don't, from TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. Without you, there is no show. And like I said, we consider everybody listening to the show almost like family. So
yeah, absolutely.
And that's the way who was the new listener first time, new hockey. What was his name?
Go Water.
That's it. Yes. The Islanders, here's the one thing you got to find out about the Islanders community of fans. They are like family, always. We might have disagreements. We might not agree on everything, but they're tremendously loyal. And honestly, you couldn't be a fan with a greater group of people than Islander fans. I firmly believe that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I don't disagree at all with that, Grump. The family and the camaraderie and the friendship you have it's definitely important. Danielle says, good show, gentlemen. Defensive back TJ, get your pump on. Will do. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.